All right. It is Sunday evening. We're going to have a great live stream just like the one we just had. Excuse me. This past Friday. And all the information that we're able to give out, I'm telling you, it was a great live stream. If you have not had a chance to go look at the live stream from this past Friday night, where we have my man Theo. Shout out to all you guys that have reached out to Theo. Men and ladies, over 100 of you have reached out to Theo in regards to his IT cybersecurity course, in which he helps individuals such as ourselves, individuals that know nothing. And I mean nothing. Let me take a sip of water. For individuals that know nothing. Wow, my Wi-Fi looking crazy. Let me see if it gets better. But for people that know very little to anything about working online, Theo has got your back. I'm going to make sure that I continue to drop his email address for those of you who haven't seen the video or the live stream from last Friday. Even if you just watched the first hour, you don't have to watch all 4 hours. But even if you watch the first hour, I promise you will not be disappointed. Yeah, I'm looking kind of furry and fuzzy. I am maybe it's just my cell phone. All right, let's get ready to get started. We got 29 people in the building already. Shout out to all you guys that are here. Let me turn the music down just a little bit. I know you guys are enjoying the smooth sounds. But let me turn that music down just a tad bit. Some of you guys might be at work. I got the music on for you just in case you're at work. Just you need some smooth sounds. I got that for you. All right. Let's start with the shout outs. First of all, cologne of the night is, I know you can't see the title, but it's going to be a dark one. It is the Silver Mountain Creed Silver Mountain. Excellent cologne. Very few colognes smell like it. It is, I would rather wear this. It is such a grown man, mature smell. I would rather wear this over Creed Aventus. Why? Because everybody named Mama got Creed Aventus. Everybody is rocking Creed Aventus. So I'm more adamant to want to. And let me know if I'm freezing, guys, because it looks like from my end, looks like I'm freezing a little bit. So I'll switch the router over if need be. I might just do that right now. Yeah, don't mess around. Get your passport. We got a great topic for tonight. So let me get everything ready. Yeah, that doesn't look too good. I'm going to switch this router over. So I might freeze for a split second, guys, but I'm going to switch this router. All right, we should be back. We should be good. Give it a few moments, guys. Thank you for your patience. And if I'm freezing again, I'll just switch the router one more time. Sometimes you just start off of your struggle streaming, but we're not going to let anything interrupt this night, because the topic that we're going to be talking about tonight is basically how you can instantly change your life before moving to another country. I know some of you guys travel a lot. I know some of you men and ladies travel a lot, but there's some changes that need to be made. And if you think that there are no changes need to be made in your life, we're going to be watching a video that's going to showcase how many women feel about you guys in the United States. Since you don't think you need any changes and you think you got everything up to par, we're going to watch a video that showcases how many women, and this is not against the ladies, don't get me wrong, I'm proving a point. The point that I'm proving is that changes in all of our lives need to be made before we leave out the United States. Let me get ready to do these shout outs real quick to all you individuals that are here, such as my man Gabriel in the building. Number one, salute to you, brother. To everyone, salute to everyone. My man Tiger Blood is in the building as well as Racket Club. What's up to you, brother, as well? I like that photo right there. I like that photo. I don't know if that's in Brazil or Cali because we both have the same statues. They've got that same statue in Rio, and they also have the same statue here in Cali, Colombia. What's up to my man Tevin King in the building? Once again, Tevin, I don't know if you were here last Friday. I gave you a shout out for the super chat that you sent out, the cash app that you sent out the other day. I appreciate that, brother. Also, shout out to my man, Little Tommy, in the building. This is going to be another good one. One pad in, pen in hand. You know me, brother. I'm always ready. He said, my brother, you have my absolute full attention. Let's go. Shout out to my brother. I got much love for my man, Victory. Shout out to all you ex-military men out there. What's up? Charles is in the building. It's not a live stream if it's not Charles in the building. Julian is here. Mr. Alexander himself. What's up, everybody? And Jay Fleming, make sure you guys subscribe to this man's channel. If you haven't subscribed, I don't know what you're doing watching YouTube. First thing you need to be doing when you wake up in the morning, subscribe to Jay Fleming's channel and check out his content. Good man. All right, we got Men's Daily Advice. Make sure you guys subscribe to his channel too. Back-to-back bangers, man. I'm telling y'all think I just be saying stuff to be saying it. I actually watch these men's content. I kid you not. Even when they don't think I'm watching, I'm still watching. I'll sit there to cut and just be sitting up there doing some work, and I'm listening to them as they do what they do. So make sure you subscribe. My man, Beach Material. Come on, living that salt life. That's us Florida boys living that salt life. Father of many nations, Abraham himself. Blessings, fam. Shout out to you, man. Global Passport is in the building. Come on, we're about to do a passport. We about to get these guys ready, get these ladies ready for when they get ready to use their passports. For real. Ransom is in the building as well. Buenas tardes, mi amigos. Oh, yeah. Shout out to you, man. Shout out to you. Oh, by the way, guys, we had another earthquake today. This is the fourth earthquake we've had in a month here in Colombia. Me and Andre were just sitting up here minding our own business, ain't bothering nobody. All of a sudden, we're talking, and all of a sudden, everything just started shaking and moving for about 7 seconds. We're like, whoa, what was that? So we start calling everybody that's in Colombia. It was in Medellin. It was in Manizales in the coffee region. It was in Chocó in the black region. It was in Buenaventura. It was all over. I don't know what's going on lately, but whenever Colombia has heavy rains, like in Cartagena right now, whenever Colombia has, after the heavy rains, really hot weather. So when the weather just goes straight up, yeah, that's the making of an earthquake. I don't know why it works like that, but that's the only time it happens, when it rains heavy. And then afterward, if the weather goes up really high, real fast, in the humidity, yeah, you can expect the earthquake. We've had 4 earthquakes here, at least in Cali so far. Nothing major, nothing to scare you, but you definitely know when you in an earthquake, because yeah, but we're doing fine. Shout out to my man Kenny Peoples in the building. Black Scorpion is here as well. Oh man, we got a good live stream. We got 51 people in the building. Make sure you guys click all 51. Make sure you click that like button. That invites other individuals in. We are Nighters in the building. Don't mess around. Get that passport. Y'all gonna keep playing, not getting that passport, even if you are not about to use it. I'll repeat, even if you have no plans in the near future of using your passport, get your passport. And I'm gonna tell you why. Shout out to you, We Are Knights. We Are Knight. I remember in 2019, and I did it in 2018. I did a video, the top 10 reasons why you should get your passport. That was me in 2018. In late 2019, Tailor Made Dreams did a video the reason you should get your passport. Because the day may come where you need to get out of the United States immediately. Not even half a year later, 6 months later, after Taylor Make Dream said it. Actually, it was just a few months after he said it. Bam, COVID hit. All y'all got stuck in the United States. Those of us with passports, we could sit up for 2 years in any country we wanted. Our jobs couldn't force us to come back. Why? We were on lockdown. We had to work online. So many dudes had such a good time here in Colombia. Even though you couldn't go out and about, they had a good time being locked down with the person that they cared about. Some guys were locked down in Thailand, where they wanted to be. Some dudes were locked down in the Philippines. Some dudes couldn't go back home for 2 years because they were locked down in Brazil. Ain't no flights going back. But for those of you that got locked down in the States, each state was confused, and President Trump didn't know what he was doing at that time period. Y'all trying to get stimulus checks and everything. Dude, get your passport, because you never know when you'll need it. Not just want it, but need it. So take it, get it, put it in a safe place, because there may come another time in human history where everything gets locked down and you get a chance to decide where you get locked down. They don't decide for you just because you don't have a passport. So shout out to my man for letting us know or reminding us that, yes, definitely, we need to make sure that we take advantage of having our passports. Because if we don't, I'm telling you guys, I was sitting back watching dudes in the States, mass confusion. One state shut down, another state not. Y'all didn't know whether to wear a mask, not wear a mask. You watching in New York, you seeing body bags everywhere, but then in Florida, everybody's still on the beach. You like, what the? No. Shout out to my man Kenny in the building once again. All right, Mr. Cook is in the building, representing. He say watching BMT. Shout out to my man BMT as well. Passport Bros bid up roasting Tasha K. I got to check that one out once we get done. I got to check that one out, definitely. Thank you for being here this evening. Them Canadian boys at it again, Mom. Them Canadian boys with the $2 super sticker in the building. Shout out to you, Black Newbie, for being here, man. I appreciate you every time you come through, man. I really do. The new Black... Got another YouTube name that I like, man. I should have thought about that one, the new Black Panther. Maybe I could call myself the Passport Panther. See what I'm saying? Somebody got to be the Passport Panther. Why can't I, man? I'm writing that down. It's stolen. Y'all can't use it. Passport Panther. If y'all see somebody else with the title of Passport Panther, you know who they stole it from. Yeah, that's going to be my new one. That's going to be my new title. Watch. Y'all think I'm playing. I'm coming out all type of Passport Panther t-shirts and dreads and all type of stuff. Colognes, passport. What's that cologne you got on, Passport Panther? Oh, yeah, the Passport Panther cologne. Shout out to you, man. The new Black Panther. My man Davy's in the building. He said, my brother, glad to hear. Salute to everyone. Glad to be here. Oh, yeah. Shout out to you. Once again, Cortez is in the building, as well as Senor Bobby Long. Shout out to you in the building, Senor. That Club New Wheat, yeah. He said, my fellow fragrance brother, he said Club New Wheat. I'm gonna check that one out. I haven't had that one. I got several. The Silage smells almost like Creed Silver Mountain Water. Okay, cool. Let me check that one out. The Silver Mountain Water, boy, yeah. I'm gonna check that one. And Club de Nuit, man, they always stealing Creed stuff. They always. But I ain't mad at them because the prices are just right. Once again, Ransom is in the building, and my man Brandon, as well as Julian is in the building representing Mr. Alexander. Let me scroll down. El Grim is in the building with the $20 cash app. Appreciate you for the love of the game. Quoting the lead attorney. For the love of the game. Once again, guys, today's topic is about how you can instantly, and I'm telling you these things that I've applied. I watched other professionals apply. I watched people that have substantial money apply. I've seen people that have actually left the United States apply these principles, and they were so successful. These principles are so successful that they didn't have to go back to the United States unless they wanted to go visit. They treat United States as if it's a foreign country. They treat the United States like it's their place of vacation. That's where you want to get to as a passport bro, blue book gentleman, passport king. You want to get to the point where the United States is the corporation in which you make money. You stop treating it like it's a country. Stop that. United States does not treat itself like a country. When in the history of the United States did white people start treating the United States like it's a country? Oh, rednecks in the back hills love the United States. We ain't talking about them. I'm talking about the real money makers on Wall Street. Dude, when the last time you saw somebody on Wall Street walking around talking about my country, 'tis of thee? They leave that to the broke, wet rednecks in the backwoods who still using a Confederate flag on this side of their truck, and they're using the U.S. flag on that. People that's really focused on the corporation of the United States don't care nothing about that flag. They ain't going home and got flags on it. When the last time you saw somebody in New York that's a big wheel having a U.S. flag hanging out their window? They treat the United States like a corporation. Number two, who treats the United States like a corporation? Immigrants. They don't care if they got to fly in. They don't care if they got to swim in. They don't care if they got to float in. They don't care if they got to dig in. They get into the United States and go there and use the United States for money and education, opportunity, send the money back to their home country. All that money in the United States that they make, send it back to their home country, build several houses in their home country. And when they get older, they leave the United States. They treat the United States like a corporation. If the big money players treat the United States like a corporation, and those who are coming in legally and illegally are treating the United States like it's a corporation, who the hell are we to not treat the United States like it's a corporation? Get your money, get your education, get your opportunity, and get the heck up out of there. That's what foreigners do. That's what rich people do. They got a home in the United States for when they're there, but they caravan, party. Ask Johnny Depp. Johnny Depp got a whole island outside the United States. It ain't nowhere near the States. Ask Leonardo DiCaprio. Come on, we talking about the white boys. Ask anybody with some real money. They don't live in the... Tom Brady play football and hang out in the States. Ask Tom Brady how much land and property he owned outside the United States also. Tina Turner. All the people that you guys see that's on our intro. Frederick Douglass left the United States. James Baldwin left the United States. Angela Davis left the United States. Stokely Carmichael, who created Umgawa Black Power, left the United States. Marcus Garvey went right back to the Caribbean. So while y'all sit up there babysitting that flag, trying to act like my country, I pledge allegiance to the... That's cool. All that is cool. I love the United States. Don't get it twisted. I need the United States to be exactly what it is, a corporation. I am not trying to interrupt anything about the United States. But if you go sit up there and be something with your life, one of the first things that you got to come to the reality of for the rest of your life, United States is not a country. It was never set up as a country. It has a title of a country because it's land. It has the title of a country because it's land-based. You can point to it on a map. But our behavior patterns and how we became one of the top countries in world history is because we treat the United States like it's a corporation. Those who are really making money, they make laws for individuals to continue on treating the United States like a corporation. And those that get incorporated, the businesses, they get so many tax breaks, so many opportunities. And the rest of y'all still running around talking about something. United States is my favorite country. United States is my favorite corporation. I'll say that again. It is not my favorite country. I got several favorite countries, but my favorite corporation of all time, the United States, hands down. Hands down. hands down. So you can go ahead and you can put in the comment section, talk about my country, 'tis of thee. I ain't hating on you, bruh. Ladies, I ain't hating on you. United States is a great place. You raise your kids there. I got raised there. Your grandmama from there, got you. The geographical location is a country. But how you're successful in the United States and how those have been successful in the United States, they came to one conclusion and one conclusion only. And you got to come to that conclusion for the rest of your life. The United States is never set up to be a country. It was set up to be a corporation. It was set up to be a big business. It was set up to do business with other businesses around the world. It was set up to make money. It was set up to make money and give you opportunities so you can take advantage of finding a country around the world. It was never set up for you to find the United States as a country. And it's as far as us slaves, how the hell we want to sit up there? You guys know I did 10 years in the feds, right? Right? Why would I sit back and they told me, Andre, tomorrow is your last day. You did your 10 years. You can leave. I literally am set free from that prison. I literally go straight to a library, fill out an application to become a prison guard or a cook or a staff member as far as counseling in the exact same prison that incarcerated me and limited my life for 10 years. How stupid does that sound? That sounds kind of stupid. I literally get out of jail and I go fill out an application for the jail that I just got out of. That sounds dumb, right? That's how dumb slaves, ex-slaves sound when we sit back and talk about, well, we built this country. We did this. Dude, I got you on that. I understand all the bodies that are underground because of what we put in for the United States. I got you. But at the end of the day, you still are a descendant of people that sat back and are in prison. You are not completely free until you are free. You can't say I can't say I'm free if I'm still working in the prison. I'm gonna say that again. Is it right for me to say that after doing 10 years in the feds, I'm free from the feds, but I go fill out an application to go in the feds and make money in the feds and live my life off and on in the feds, and I'm working overtime in the feds, and I'm working I'm working holidays in the feds. And you looking at me like, dude, why are you back in that prison? That's all I know. I'm gonna say it again. If I got an application and I told you that's all I know, that's all I've ever seen. Well, wait a minute. In that prison, many of us had to work to make sure that the prison kept running. Some dudes worked as mechanics in prison. Some dudes worked on the farms in prison. I was the school teacher in prison. I was a baker in prison. So if I'm not bragging about going back and living in the prison because I helped kept the prison going, who the hell are you as black people to sit up there and talk about because we kept the plantations going and because we invented this and we invented that, we deserve to be here? Well, I can use the same damn excuse for federal prisons, couldn't I? I helped the federal prisons stay alive and stay afloat. I gave them free labor. According to the Constitution, Article 13, if you are incarcerated in the United States, you are officially a slave again. I'll say that again. Doesn't matter if it's state, federal, or local. If, according to the Constitution, you get incarcerated again, your happy ass is officially a slave. And they can tell you whatever they want to until your time is up. Well, if I got out and I was an ex-slave to the prison system, I could have easily bragged about all that I did as a slave to the prison system. What's my point of rambling for the last 5 minutes about this? Because I'm really trying to drive this home. All this trying to stay in the United States as a black person because of what your ancestors did, that's equivalent to me going back to prison and trying to keep the prison going because of all that I put in, all the 10 years of my blood, sweat, and tears to help keep that prison going. Just like our ancestors put in blood, sweat, and tears to keep the United States going. If you don't get your ass out that prison and stop playing, I mean that from the bottom of my heart. Get your passport. Stop being scared. Live the life that you deserve to have. Black men, black women, white women, Latin men, Latin women. Y'all spend more. We spend more. We spend more energy fussing and cussing at everything in the world. But we refuse to do something about it. Shout out to you guys. Yeah, man. Shout out to my man Samuel in the building and Bobby, the 5'9", the 5'5". Shout out to you. Shout out to my man Stefano in the building, always here showing love. Thank you guys for the PayPal, the Cash Apps, and the Super Chats. Let me make sure I've hit everybody. Law Dogs in the building. Shout out to you, man. Get your passport and then work on getting a second or third if you can. Yes, sir. You say, like Dre said, never know when you're going to need, when you're going to have it, or what you need, when you need to have it. He's absolutely correct. People that had money, they didn't get locked down on no flights. People that had more than one passport, and they gone. Man, listen, I'm so glad I had my passport. I'm looking at y'all over there struggling. Y'all don't know what state to trust. Y'all don't know the state. Trust the governor of Michigan. She putting you through craziness. The governor of Texas, she going crazy. The governor of Alabama, she took the stimulus money. Guess what she did? Revamped all her prisons. If you wonder why Alabama prisons going to be looking good over the next 10 years, I'm going to say that again. All you Alabama boys, if you wonder why these prisons are going to be in new locations and fixer-uppers over the next 10 years, she took all your stimulus money, all the money that was supposed to go towards y'all rent, all the money that was supposed to go towards feeding the hungry and the poor. She said, damn the hungry and the poor. I am building prisons. That's exactly what she did. You can look it up. Alabama governor building prisons with stimulus money. I'm like, get the heck up out of here. Jamal's in the building. Shout out to you, man. Oh, yeah, my man. He said Black Lex is in the building. Shout out to you also, brother. Well, we got the whole family up in here. Passports and profits, man. I like that. This is my favorite channel, too. This is my favorite, too. I won't even lie, because I got a chance to spend time with you guys. Shout out to my man C's in the building. C's the way. That's right. He said, I'm ready to leave this ish. Bruh. And I'm not, when I speak out of passion for you guys and desire to see you guys accomplish whatever goal in whatever country you want to go to. I don't speak against our home country. I always want people to know that. I love the United States. I love from sea to shining sea. I really do. From the mountaintops to the valley low. I love the United States. I'm a driver. So I'm one of those people that I have no problem with driving 8, 9, 10 hours, 12 hours. And I love the sightseeing of all, because I love sightseeing and seeing the beauty of the United States. The food, the people, everything. But I'm not stupid. And I was stupid. I'm going to say that again. I'm not stupid when I was stupid. I was stupid enough to think the United States was a country that's going to look out for its people. That's not the United States' job. United States is democracy. It is not like Russia, where they have a system where or like Cuba. And if you've ever been to Cuba, you do not want to live in a country where the government takes care of everything. If you ever been to Cuba, that's going to wake your happy tail up that you never want to be in a communist country. Never. But you live in the United States. Democracy, choice. That means that it is your job to embrace what the United States is, and that's a corporation. And if you don't embrace it, that's your fault. Why? Because the United States is a democracy, and they gave you a choice of you could treat it like it's a country, or you could treat it like it's a corporation. You got a choice. United States will not take that choice away from you. It's a democracy. But if you treat it like a country and after 50, 60, 70 years, your life ain't nothing, that's your fault. You cannot blame that on the United States. Well, what about the racism? I understand that that's going to be there. But even through racism, the United States is still a democracy. If they don't hire you for this job, then there's some other opportunities out there. Start a business, do this, do that. There's always something out there in the United States. Even when they're laying people off, it's people that's still getting online job opportunities. It's people that's out there starting a job. People out there that's mowing a lawn, whatever you got to do to feed yourself and your family. There's opportunity in the United States. Why? It's a corporation. The business must continue to go. Even if you lose your job over here, they're hiring over there. I'm telling you, it's the United States. It's a corporation. But you go ahead and cry about us being an unfair country. The unfairness is you looking at it in the wrong way, in the wrong from the wrong perspective. The day that I started treating the United States like a corporation, that's when I fell in love with the United States. I never expect United States as you look at it as a country, you keep expecting them to solve racism, don't you? They ain't nowhere near solved. It's worse racism now. They say statistically it's worse racism now in the United States than it has ever been since post-slavery. More attacks, more deaths. Just because we ain't swinging from nothing, don't mean they ain't using that, put that hot ball up in us. They just did that at that in Target. What was that? A couple of days ago or yesterday? They did that in the Dollar Tree, Dollar City, Dollar Store. They went up there, the white boy went up there and shut up deleted all the black folks. But that's your country, huh? Then a couple of days prior to that, the kids in high school or college, boy, they went up there and tried to delete some more kids in high school. A couple of days prior to that. Then there was another mass deleting somewhere else. Over the last week, it's been like 4 mass deletions. And you so busy looking at the United States like it's a country, and you wait for us to solve its problems like a country, and treat you like a country, treat your kids like it's a country, treat your wife like it's a country, treat your mama and your aunties like the United States is a country, like all these other countries. You want your mama to be treated like mothers get treated in Colombia. You want your wife to be treated and lovely and traditional like women are in Brazil or in Colombia or in Ecuador or in Philippines. You keep waiting go ahead. Your happy tail keep waiting for the United States to become a country. Go ahead. Other than the land mass, other than the population calculations, you go ahead. Keep on waiting for the United States to become a country. While the rest of us treat it for what it is. It's a corporation. Let's get this money. That's what the United States is. That's what the United States. Go ahead, LGBTQ guys out there. You going out there, fight for your little LGBTQ rights. Go on out there. Y'all got the highest divorce rates of anybody now. If you talking about some divorce, you need to be looking up LGBTQ divorces. Them dudes don't never stay married. But they did all that fighting, all that marching, all that stomping to get married, and then realize that marriage is just as crazy for them as it was for us in the United States. Now they want to get divorces. Number one group of domestic violence arrests now. LGBTQ women. They did all this marching. We shall overcome. Rainbow for everybody. All this, we in love, just so they can sit up there and beat on each other. Number one, not men. It ain't even the men beating on each other. Men divorcing each other. The women beating each other down. Going to jail for domestic violence. 2 women for beating each other down. Y'all gonna keep on treating the United States like it's a country, expecting it to save y'all, and everybody gonna be kumbaya, and it's gonna be utopian society, and everybody's just gonna be just doing jujitsu together and everything. No, it ain't gonna happen, bro. The only area in the United States in which everybody's in agreement, the only area You'll notice this. The only area in which most American citizens are in agreement with is that the United States is good for making money. Black men, white women, black men, Asian men, Latin men, Asian women, straight women, gay, all of us know one. We don't know nothing. We don't agree on nothing about the United States. We don't agree with religion, cool. We don't agree because of color, gotcha. Height, it don't matter. Body shaming, gotcha. But the one area that all U.S. citizens, for the most part, agree with is this. It's the place where you make money. Whether you're making a little bit of money or a lot of money, it's the place where you can make some money. United States is a corporation. Don't be scared to say it. You're not breaking some laws. I'm not sitting up here doing some conspiracy theory. Like I said, I love the United States, but I'm here to tell you that's exactly what it is. Until the day that you decide to stop treating it like it's a country and expecting to do all this stuff. Did I say stop voting? No, that's your right. Did I say stop picketing? No, that's just what you're supposed to do for the rights of the people. Did I say stop volunteering in the community and working with children and working with moms and working in our religions? No, I didn't say all that. I said while you're what I mean is while you're doing that, don't ignore what the United States actually is. It's a corporation. Get your money. You sit up there volunteering hours, great. But why you got to be broke? Why do us black people always got to be the loudest ones in church and the brokest? We the loudest ones in church. And I've been there a couple times. I'm the loudest one in church. And as soon as they pass that plate around, I'm like, okay, I got this is my gas money. Come on now. This is my gas money. Okay, this right here is this is my lunch for the week. Okay. All right. Hold on. Yeah, let me get the Lord. And you don't want to feel guilty because the Lord looking at you. You looking like, I could get. Let me go and get the Lord this $10 real quick. And so you put $10 in there, but you were shouting in church not even 20 minutes ago as if you had 300,000, 400,000 in your bank account, and all you had to do was write a check to Jesus. Why us black folks got to be the loudest ones in church, but the brokest ones in church? Because we treat the United States like it's a country, and everybody else is treating it like a corporation, taking advantage of opportunities. Them days are done. Done. When I go to church, man, I love going. What do y'all need? A new roof? Well, okay, here we go. Let's cut the check. Feels good to do that because I stopped treating the United States like it was a country. Lying to myself, lying to my pocketbooks, lying to my wallet, lying to my wife, lying to my friends. All of us sitting around with all these flags hanging out our window, and we all broke. They talk about evicting half of the country. I know I'm exaggerating with that, but eviction notices are up in the United States. October 1st, those billions of dollars that individuals owe when it comes to the student loans. Go on, put your little flags out there. Go on, put your little flag. 4th of July coming and pass. You can put your little flag out there. Memorial Day has passed. Labor Day will be coming. Go ahead, put your little flag out there. You American citizen, go and put it on out there. Oh, my country, 'tis a mother thee. Go ahead, sweet land of liberty. Go ahead, put it on out there. You ain't gonna get no extra money, are you? How many times you to put your flag out there and your bank didn't call you by saying, we just found $100,000 that we owe you? No, they didn't. Oh, so putting that flag out there ain't done for you, huh? Oh, what about you dudes with the red, white, and blue t-shirts? Has that done anything? The presidential pendants, has that done anything for you? Oh, nothing? Oh, so you talking about last Sunday you went to church and you was broke, and this Sunday you went to church and you was broke? Okay, I got you. You know why? Because you treat the United States for what it's not. United States is a corporation. Get your mother money. Get your money. I don't care about no statue. I don't give a damn about no beaches. I don't care about if it's a football game, cool, I got you. But I'm not about to sit up here and watch all these other individuals get paid out their tail while I treat you. Now, as soon as I leave that football stadium, Tom Brady just walked away with a paycheck of $3 million for one game. Or whoever it is. You got soccer players making $100+ million per year, and your ass broke because you ain't nothing but a fan of your own country. Enough of that, man. Please, I'm done with that one. That treating the United States like it's a country, other than the land mass and the people. I'll say this again: other than the land mass and the population of the people, I refuse for the rest of my life to treat the United States like it's a country. It is a mother corporation, and that's what it's going to be. I'm looking at the white boy get his money. Get your money, white boy. Hey, man, I see what you're doing with your legal. Go ahead, scam them. I see you with your Ponzi schemes. I see white boys with your Ponzi schemes. All right, American greed. I saw you on that episode. I ain't mad at the white boys. Brothers out there driving the truck, trying to get your money up to buy a couple more trucks. Get your money, bro. All you brothers in the military, you just getting your education, you getting your opportunities so you can retire and have that money. Get your money, military brothers. You at that point, you like, listen, I done already been to Gulf War. I done been to Kuwait. My grandfather, my dad went to Vietnam. I done been to Iraq. I done been to Now I need some retirement. Get your money, player. All that talk about that, I'm a military man because I care about the country. That's good. But get your money while you caring about the country. Ain't nothing wrong with loving the country and fighting for the rights of the American people. But make sure that you get some money. Do not walk out the military after putting your life on the line. You walking out broke. You ain't bought no property. You ain't started no business. You walking out of doing 20 years in the military, marching uphill, downhill, sweating, while the rest of us in the United States in bed all comfortable and everything, or getting our freak on. You out there just sweating, saving the United States. You crawling through mud and shit. You sitting up there, gotta march through shit. You just marching your ass off with this heavy gun. On the left, that's the wrong side. You got to put, can you break it down in 30 seconds? You doing all this, and you leave the military after 20 years, and you broke. You ain't bought nothing. Nothing. You don't own after 20 years, man. You know why? Because you treated the United States. You were so busy doing this, treating the United States like it's the country you're protecting, and it was, and it is. But you forgot one thing. It was your job to treat the United States like a corporation also. That's where you up. And I'm not talking about military brothers that got something going on with their body or their health and things like that, mental issues. I got you, brother. I'm with you. But you still can treat, I don't care if you're going through mental issues, you can still treat the United States like it's a corporation. You really can. This is not a put down to the United States. If anything, what I'm saying is lift the United States up in your eyes to see the United States for what it is. It is the land of opportunity. We just say it, we spew it. The United States is the land of opportunity. Big ballers know that and get all the good tax breaks, don't they? They do tax breaks for us regular people. What about the ballers with corporations? What about Donald Trump? What about all those actors? What about all those businessmen? They get all those breaks. What do we get? Nothing, do we? When last time you saw a real tax break? Especially you dudes that ain't got no kids, they don't give us no type of tax break. None. No tax break. Pay it, bro. Pay more. In the United States, if you make over $160,000, you ain't even got to pay into Social Security anymore. It used to be 140 plus. Last year they passed it, the law, and they just moved it up to 106. So if you make between 160,000 and below, you're not only paying your regular tax out of your paycheck, you paying FICA out of your paycheck. As soon as you hit 160,000, you ain't paying none. You ain't seen FICA. FICA ain't came to your doorstep in a long time. Why? You got to 160,000. How did you do that? You treat the United States like it's a corporation. Number one rule. And we got a few rules down here. If you want to change your life instantly, change your life immediately, treat the United States like a corporation and see what happens. Wake up tomorrow morning and say, I'm about to get this money. I don't care if it's $1.50 at a time. I'm about to treat the United States for what it is. I love this corporation. I embrace this corporation. I appreciate this corporation. Thank God I live in a corporation. The United States is the corporation where you make your money. You make your money and then go find a country. Go find a country. I did it. Taylor Made Dreams did it. Ace Live did it. Entertainers do it. I just read off all the civil rights leaders that did it. Once again, Stokely Carmichael, after he got done with the civil rights movement, he left. Charles Baldwin, after he wrote all those black books, he left. Tina Turner, Diana Ross, Eve, they left. What about Janet Jackson? When the last time you see her on tour? Yep, she left and got paid. Frederick Douglass we're talking about the great, the emancipator, the abolitionist, the spokesman with the flyest afro of all time, Frederick Douglass. Did Frederick stay in the States? Hell no. Frederick's got his happy tail out the United States and found him a country. Well, if all of our black, Marcus Garvey, who was telling us to leave, he gone. Back to the islands. So if everybody else knows how to get the hell out the United States after they treat it like it's a corporation, after they get what they need to get, Angela Davis too, how is it that we're the only ones that's left treating it like it's a country? If y'all want to see me come back to the United States and picket for something, let them change some of the tax laws and I don't get these tax breaks. I'm picketing. If y'all want to see Andre come back to the United States with a picket sign and a bullhorn in hand, let them go ahead and change some of these export tax breaks, expat tax breaks that I get. Oh, I'm picketing in. I'm on Washington, D.C. steps. I ain't been in the States in years. Y'all gonna change them expat laws, all them tax breaks I was getting as an expat. I ain't about to picket, be on nobody's doorsteps, nobody for no more. No more, because it ain't gonna end in your lifetime. If you think that they're gonna stop mass deletion in your lifetime, you crazy. If you think that they're gonna stop being racist on your job in your lifetime, you crazy. If you think baby mamas gonna stop being baby mamas in your lifetime, you crazy. So what do you need to be doing with your lifetime? Treating the United States like it's a corporation? Numero dos. Number two thing what you can do to instantly, and I mean instantly, make your life better immediately. You got to start telling yourself you ain't there yet. I know your wallet been telling you that you ain't got what you need to have. Got you. I know that the level of women that you really want to get, you ain't got yet. So the external factors of life are telling you that you ain't there yet. But the only person that's really not telling you that you need to start busting your tail to get to your goals, even in your 50s and 60s, is you. You're the only one that ain't told you you ain't there yet. Black people running around, we act like we there already. Most of us still broke. Most of us still ain't got educations. Most of us still ain't read or wrote a book in years. Most of us still are battling each other. Most of us still sitting back up there and putting each other through hell and high water. Most of us end up dealing with a woman that's either a baby mama or one of our boys got a bunch of kids. Nick Cannon, anyone? In the United States, in most countries, in most states, if you get to 10 kids, you ain't got to pay child support. So all y'all that think Nick Cannon paying child support, Nick Cannon ain't paying. He ain't even got to pay Mimi no more if he don't want to. He ain't got to pay Mariah Carey a dime. He got 10 kids now. If you hit 10 kids, some states is 8, some states is 9. If you hit them 10, like that 8 and 9, you ain't paying no child support. How much? None. Even if you can afford it. Nick Cannon can afford it, and he still ain't got to pay child support. What's my point in saying all this? All the external factors of your life is probably telling you that you're not there yet. You ain't made it to what you were supposed to be doing with your life. The only person in your life that's not telling you that you ain't there yet is you. Stop doing that. Start treating your next days like, I ain't there yet. I'm on my way, but I ain't there yet. Treat your life as if it's a journey, like it's a marathon, like you're still getting up in the morning, going out to goals. Some of you dudes have retired. Boy, I get so tired of you retired dudes acting like retirement means that you ain't got to do nothing else no more with your life. Well, I did my 20 years in the military, Dre. I bring in $7,000 a month. I own 10 properties. Okay, what you gonna do with the rest of your life? You ain't there yet. Some of you dudes, I got to do it. I bust my butt. I own 3 rigs. I got 2 houses, and I fly to DR 6 times a year. You ain't there yet. What makes you think that you there because you done accomplished a few goals in life? You ain't there yet. Is that where you really wanted your life to be? Really? As much as black people fuss about everybody else's money, you telling me your little 2 trucks in your little house and your little 6 trips to DR, that was the whole reason that your happy tail was sent to this planet. You ain't there yet, bro. I ain't there. You know that you want to get to them 7 figures like I do. You know you're trying to get there. And I'm not talking about love and money. I'm talking about going after the accomplishments and goals. Number 2 thing is, number 1, treat the United States like a corporation. You'll instantly see changes in your life. Number 2 is, once you start treating your life like you ain't there yet. Some of you broke brothers sitting around smoking weed. You ain't got no time to be smoking no weed. You ain't there yet. Some of you dudes going to the club every other weekend. You ain't got no time to be doing that. You ain't there yet. You going to DR, ain't looked at no property. You've been to DR for 3 years. Colombia 2 years. Thailand a year. You ain't looked at one piece of fucking property. Not one time. You ain't there yet. I don't care. Well, I've been to 20 countries. How many countries you done bought at least a piece of land in? We know that these countries that we go to, land is so inexpensive, and you still ain't bought shit. You ain't there yet, player. Just because you done accomplished a little financial goal in the United States, and you got your little retirements, and you got your little savings, your little 401ks, and you stacked, and you might already be 7 figures. You still ain't there yet. You just made what you were supposed to make in that corporation. Now it's time for you to find a country. If you think that your country is the United States, that's where you're messing up. That's why that's why you got you a nice Jag, don't you? You got a nice Corvette, don't you? You got that nice Audi, don't you? You got that Suburban, don't you? I sound like my man Juvie. You got that Suburban, huh? You like the girls that look fly, huh? You wonder why, huh? You wonder why gas so high, huh? I'm telling you, dudes, you sit up there making all the money on corporate level, got you. But the mistake that you're making, you made the money. Why the hell you in a country, one of the top 5 most expensive countries to live in, and blowing the money that you bust your butt your whole life to get it? Why am I living in a country where gas prices is $2.10, and you living in a country, you are all in California, and it's $4.92, $5.15. Y'all made it up to $6 at one point in time. Bruh, I'm telling y'all. Number 2 thing, never think that you there yet. You know how Trump and all them went from a couple million? You know how Snoop Dogg and all them went from all these rappers that have been rapping forever. They're sitting back. Snoop Dogg, he's on his way to $1 billion. Puffy, he ain't got no talent for nothing. He on his way to $1 billion if he hasn't made it yet. Jay-Z hit it. You got so many people. Nicki Minaj making plenty of money. Cardi B making plenty of money. Drake making plenty of money. Why? Why is that? Because they got the opportunity? No. They treat their lives like they ain't there yet. Jay-Z could have easily, with the Hard Knock Life album, he could have said, I'm making good money. It's our own record label. So I ain't like I'm broke. Me and Dame and our other partner, there's only 3 of us. So, and we got Kanye on our team. But they act like they ain't there yet. Kanye, this dude, you swear Kanye West was broke in the hood as much as he complained as if he ain't there yet. You swear Kanye ain't got a motherfucking, that racism is holding him back. And as soon as you look at this money, you're like, this motherfucker worth $1.5 billion. You like, how the 1.3? But he acts as if he ain't there yet. Only regular, everyday people or broke people act like they already done made it. I got my Jordan collection. Can't tell me nothing. No, you ain't there yet. You ain't there yet. Until you at a place where you found a country that can give you peace. And I'm not talking about going to a country and blowing your money. Even if it costs you very little, and you found a country that gives you peace that the United States has never given you, now you're finally there. So it's not about just making money. It's about now that you've made money, you still ain't there yet. If you go in the DR 6 times a year, you must love you some DR. Why ain't you looked at no property in DR yet? Why? Because you ain't there yet. You ain't there yet. We got to get out of that one. I'm going to hit these super chats in a minute, guys. Number 3, first thing that you do is you got to learn. United States is a corporation, not a country. Number 2, your happy tail ain't there yet. Stop acting like it. I love how Kanye acts. He never acts like he's there. Kanye complains. He fusses. Kanye is the LeBron James of the rap game. You swear LeBron ain't never got a ring. He ain't never hit a shot. Everybody is fouling him. Everybody is doing him wrong. LeBron is the most complaining dude. LeBron acts like he ain't there yet. Like he ain't never seen a ring in his life. As if he ain't never made 100,000. He on his way to $1 billion. These men act like, behave like, carry themselves every day when it comes to business, no matter what they've accomplished. When it comes to their families, no matter what they've accomplished, they ain't there yet. We got to stop doing that shit. We get a couple dollars and we pretend like we there. We get 1-2 good paychecks. We get a bonus and we act like you can't tell me nothing, player. We make a few $100,000 in the streets. If you still in the streets making that dirty money, smelling weed, selling weed or whatever you're doing, and you think you made a couple $100,000, you think you there. You swear that you there, huh? You at the place in life where you supposed to be. You ain't there yet. Number 2. Number 3 is this. You got to learn how to be a time bender. You know how you got the animated show, The Airbender? Bending air, fire, water, earth. You got to be a time bender. "24 hours does not exist for people that are trying to accomplish things. 24 hours is set up for broke people. It's your job to condense what it takes somebody else. I want you guys to remember this, and I mean this from the bottom of my heart. If you want to know how I accomplished what I've accomplished on YouTube, just using me as an example, and I'm among the 0.007% of YouTubers, just in case you guys are wondering, from the inception of YouTube. You got to learn to do in a small time what it takes most people to do in 24 hours. Then you're a time bender. I'm going to say that again. Where it takes everybody else 24 hours to have the meals ready, read, pray, spend time with family, write a book, start a business, work online, go to the gym, flirt with your woman, smash your woman, go to a movie, whatever it is, it takes the average person to go through traffic. Whatever it is, it takes an average person 24 hours to do. You need to be a time bender and crush that down to a comfortable time for you. Mine is 6. My hours of 24 is not 24. Y'all wonder why when y'all guys come to town, I always got time to hang out. What y'all doing? Nothing. I'm on my way. They're like, how the hell this dude doing all these businesses on YouTube and outside of YouTube, spending time with his wife, traveling all throughout Colombia? Then when we come to town, Andre ain't never coming up missing. He always hanging out with us. How he got time like that? I'm gonna show you how my time clock works. This is how you be in time. I bend mine down. I take my 24 and whatever I need to accomplish that's important. I'm gonna say that again. Whatever I need to accomplish that's important. My gym, my prayer time, my Bible study time, my reading, my business time, consultations, our investment times, making sure that our stocks and our EFTs and all that is good. Making sure that our NFTs are good. All of this, everything that has to do with business, editing videos, recording videos, making sure each channel is just right, doing more homework behind the scenes. I put in so many hours behind the scenes, learning more about YouTube. How can you do all that within a 24-hour day? I don't do it within a 24-hour day. I condense it down as a time bender to 6 hours. All the rest of the day, I can go to the gym. I can take Andre to the best restaurants. I condense it down to 6 hours. And then I'm going to talk to you guys who are working full-time jobs and how you could be a time bender. The first thing I do, first group of hours that you want to choose is, if you want to bend it down to 6 or even 8 hours, from 6 a.m. to 12 in the afternoon, I try to get everything done. So all the videos are edited. Everything's already set up for the consultations. Everything's already set up for all our other business ventures. My time schedule, topics, subject matters, writing. I got 3 books on writing. Writing each one so in that book. Going to the gym. My Bible study time. My time of studying Spanish. All that is done within a 6-hour window. Crushed within 6 hours. That's what rich people do. They crush their time. They're time benders. They don't use 24 hours. They crush it down and accomplish what they need to accomplish within that window. If you can't do it from 6 a.m. to 6 noon, then try to do noon to 6 in the evening. That's still 6 hours. Or try to do from 6 in the evening to 12 in the evening. 12 in the morning. You up anyway. You up cell phone pimping anyway. What you doing, girl? You know you need to have your pretty coochie over here. Come on. You need to be over here, girl. Or you sit up there smoking your weed, watching your favorite television show on Netflix. It's good. Or you sit up there having drinks. You should condense whatever you need to accomplish, the important things. Now, mind you, you can't do everything within 6 hours, but the things that you know that are life-changing things. You told yourself you're going to read that book, The 5-Hour Work Week. You should tell yourself, okay, I'm going to read at least half a chapter each day or a chapter each day. I got my highlighter out and I got my pen out. That's a part of my 6-hour crunch. I told myself that I'm going to go ahead and start my gym membership again. That's going to be within that 6-hour crunch. I'm going to start eating healthier again. That's going to be within that 6-hour crunch. I'm not saying that you only eat within 6 hours, but at least the healthiest foods should be eaten within that crunch. You got to negotiate with some, I said I'm going to volunteer over at so-and-so. Let me go on over there. What time are you available? Whatever time within my 6-hour crunch. Everything should be condensed down to 6 to 8 hours. Broke people need 24 hours to do shit. Pardon my language. It takes broke people 24 hours to be broke. It takes people with no goals 24 hours to not go after goals. It takes people that's losing their job and not looking for, you know what your job is when you lose your job? You still got a job. When you lose your job, you still got a job. Your job is to find another job. Dude, I was literally, when I lost a job in the States, I ain't take no time out to be sad, mad, none of that. Dude, I'm a time bender. I condense my time down. I'm looking for jobs automatically. I'm spending 6 hours a day looking for a job. While you spending 2 or 3 minutes a day, dude, I would literally, you want to know what my secret was? I'm gonna give you guys one of my secrets. You know how a lot of jobs they apply for, they want you to apply for it online, right? I would apply for it. What a lot of you guys don't notice that a lot of times the company would have the phone number of the head of HR right there, or to the company, or just have the company name. I would look up the company, find out their phone number. After I've submitted my application with my resume in it, like everybody else, all the other thousands of people that's applying for that job. Then after I've already did my online part, I would have a list of companies. You think I'm playing? I'm a time bender. I'm looking for a job. First thing I'm doing like everybody else, applying online, submit my resume online. Oh, that's the name of the company. Oh, they got the name of human resources on there, and they got her phone number. I would literally call, and usually a secretary would answer, right? Front desk secretary, whoever would answer. I say, my name is Andre. I just submitted my application. I said, I would really like to send my my resume to you guys. Do you guys have a fax number that I could just fax my resume over to you? Oh, yes, Mr. Spence. Never failed. Never got somebody saying, well, we don't do no fax. Never. Because I go apply for companies that are real companies, not snook them in them. I would call 2 days later, talk to the same secretary. Could you connect me to the head of HR? And if it wasn't listed, I would say, well, now who's the head of HR over there? Oh, that's Mrs. Ross. Okay, thank you. I would write that down. 2 days later, I'll call Mrs. Ross. I call that same phone number. Front desk would answer. Oh, yes, I do remember you, Mr. Spence, because you want the fax number. Yes, sir. Let me connect you with Mrs. Ross right now. She just walked into her office. I would call Mrs. Ross. Mrs. Ross, my name is Andre Spence. I have my resume faxed over to you. Andre, dude, this happened to me all the time. I was just about to call you. Your resume is on my desk. Where is everybody else's resume? Still online. Unless she downloads the resume, she ain't gonna see she got mine straight from the fax. I condense. I did all that with all the companies within 6 hour windows, and went to the gym, and as a stepdad dropped the kids off at school, and made sure that I'm getting my morning walk in and my morning meditation time in. Don't tell me what you can't do. Broke people don't know how to condense. I give you another example of the condensing time. I think you guys saw me on the live streams before. I was on the live stream, and it was a young lady on there, and she was being, she was talking about passport bros, and she was being a smarty, talking about, well, you can't find real love in another country on vacation time. Before she said time, I said I did. You could, if it was a such thing as a pin drop on YouTube, it was like 7 or 8 of us already on the live stream to one young lady, and she said, you can't find real love on vacation time anyway. That's not real love. What you guys going for in them other countries? I said I did. Calm as can be. I got everybody's attention. Everybody shut up, because everybody wants to know, how did this time bender find love with only 10 days of vacation that the average American gets? How the hell he find love? How the hell he made it over to Colombia, which as many times he went within a year or two, bending time. In other words, vacation days. And you guys have heard me talk about this before. What I did was this. While you guys are sitting back celebrating the 4th of July, those were vacation days to me. 4th of July is on a Thursday. I would take Friday off and I would take Wednesday off. That's 2 of my vacation days, wasn't it? I got 10, right? President's Day or Martin Luther King Day, y'all still in the States, right? Happy, got your feet kicked up because you got the day off. Not me. That's a vacation day. Martin Luther King or President's Day is on a Friday, then I'm taking Thursday off. So now I'm flying to Colombia on Wednesday night. I'm off Thursday because that's a vacation day. Martin Luther King or President's Day is on Friday, everybody off. I got Saturday to enjoy. I'm flying back Sunday or even Monday morning because my campus, what I work for, was right down the block from the airport. Not even a 20-minute drive. I would leave my car literally in our parking lot. Security knew me. I connected. I condensed time. My vacation days, Memorial Day, I'm out. Any day, don't let it be. I only got 5 days left, and it's Thanksgiving. While y'all sitting up there eating some dry turkey, I'm taking those 2 Thanksgiving days. I add on 2 more days. So it's Friday, Thursday. I'm taking Wednesday off, and I'm taking a Tuesday off. I'm flying out that Monday night when I get off work. I'm flying out Monday night. So I got Monday night. I land in Colombia on Monday night. I got all Tuesday, vacation day, all Wednesday, vacation day, all Thursday, Thanksgiving, all Friday, Black Friday, all Saturday, and flying back on Sunday. Don't tell me what you cannot do with time. Broke people can't condense time. Broke people don't know how to time bend. That's why when I sit up there and I see us not accomplishing stuff, I'm like, because that's not a time bender. You need 24 hours to be broke. It does not take 24 hours to make money. I'm going to say that again. You need 24 hours to be broke. Why? Okay, if it took 24 hours, why doesn't the New York Stock Exchange stay open for 24 hours? Why doesn't the New York Stock Exchange stay open for 24 hours? If it takes 24 hours to be all that you could be, make millions, why does it stay open for 24 hours? Because it takes broke people 24 hours to accomplish a goal. Those that invest in the stocks, all you 4X brothers, you already know it don't take 24 hours to do what you're doing. It just takes enough condensed time where everybody else is still asleep, or everybody else is still on the bus going to work, where everybody else is stuck in traffic. You sitting up there 4Xing on your computer, and you'd have made $600, $700, $800, $2,000 by the time 11 o'clock hits. You're a person that condenses time. You're a time bender. That's how it's supposed to be done. Again, I'm gonna let you know, those of you who are working, you can fall up under one of these categories. You can fall in the categories of 6 hours from 6 a.m. to 6 in the afternoon to accomplish your goals. If you're a person that's still at work, got you, or a person that's second or first shift, you can accomplish your goals from 12 in the afternoon to 6 p.m. Up, you're still at work, got you. Most people get off at about 4:30. You could be accomplishing your goals from 6 p.m. to 12 a.m. or 7 p.m. to 1 a.m. From 6 p.m. to 12 a.m. or from 7 p.m. to 1 a.m. There is no reason in the world why you cannot be a time bender. That watching everybody else accomplish goals, keep on doing it. But the rest of us, you're going to see why it's going to be so many brothers living down here and you ain't. So many brothers going to be living in Thailand and you ain't. So many dudes going to be living in Europe and you ain't. And you're going to be 62, 65, 77, and you still going to have them lame excuses. Go ahead. Here's a good excuse for you. Keep on blaming on the white man. How about that one? Ride out the rest of your life blaming all your faults on the white man. Go ahead. That's a free one. I'm going to give you that one for free because that's the easiest one for black people to use anyway. Blame it on the white man. Is there racism? Yes. Is there inequality? Yes. I'm not saying that don't exist, but that easy get out of jail ticket of blaming everything on the white man, gone. We want you to. We ask for the rest of us. We treat the United States like it's a corporation. We going to treat ourselves like we ain't there yet. And we going to learn how to be in time. Those are 3 areas right out the gate. Let me hit these super chats real quick. Shout out to you guys. Father of Many Nations, he said, the only thing that scares me is leaving my family behind. We all go through, that's a good point. Excuse me. That's a good point. He said, bit with tears in my heart, I'm going to find a place like Abraham in the Bible, just like Abraham in the Bible, chapter 11, last 5 verses, chapter 12, verse 5 verses of Genesis, the book of Genesis, chapter 11, last 5 verses, chapter 12, first 5 verses. When God tells Abraham, you guys have heard me tell the story a few times. Chapter 11 of chapter 11 of Genesis in the Bible, God goes to Abraham's daddy. Abraham, yes, Lord. Abraham daddy. I forgot what his daddy name. Abraham daddy. Yes, Lord. I need for you to do me a favor. Anything for you, Lord. You God. I need for you to take your son Abraham. I need you to take your grandson Lot, because I know your other son Homer. He died. Lot's daddy. But I still want you to take him. I want you to take your cattle. I want you to take your wife. I want you to take your goats and everything else. I'm going to send you to the promised land. Where's the promised land, Lord? You're going to know when you get there. Abraham's dad packed up everything, left his family. I'm going to say this again. Somehow, some way, the only reason some of us got family in the South because we have family members that went up to the North. I'm going to say that again. For all y'all that's kind of worried and sad, it is sad. I'm not happy to have left my sister back home, my brother back home, good friends back home. I'm not celebrating that. I celebrate the fact that I'm here, but there are people that I miss back home. But at the end of the day, the only reason our family made it up north to New York, Chicago, Detroit, Ohio, Kansas City, St. Louis, some all up in the Seattle area, some all up even in the Wyoming area. The only reason we made it from the South, from the north to the south, from the south to the north, is because there was a man in our family that said, I'm going up north. I'm taking the family name with me. I'm taking the family's character with me. I'm taking the family's recipes with me. I'm taking all that, and I'm getting hired at a job in Detroit, and I'm going to buy a house. I'm getting hired in Chicago. I'm getting hired in New York. I'm getting hired at the plants in Ohio. Shout out to Cincinnati, Cleveland, Akron, Dayton, Ohio, where all the Ohio players come from, where Parliament Funkadelics come from, where Bootsy Collins come from. All that Ohio player, that I-75, shout out to all you dudes. Where Cat Williams come from. All that Dayton area. Not Daytona, but Dayton. Somebody got to be the migrator. You know how broke our families would be right now if everybody was still in the dang South? All you New Yorkers that's bragging right now about I'm from New York. It wouldn't be you from New York if nobody went from the South to the North. All you dudes that got nice homes and you got nice families in Illinois. Wouldn't have been none of that if some dude wouldn't have took the time out and said, you know, I'm going to miss my family, but I'm heading up north. All you Detroiters, East Side Detroit, West Side Detroit, Detroit basketball, all that. 313 boys, stand up. All that would have never happened if somebody wouldn't have had the balls to go ahead, shed their tears of missing their families, and yet migrate up north so we could exist up north. I'm first generation Northerner in my family. Some of y'all are the first generation Northerner. All my family, Tennessee, Alabama. All my family is Tennessee and Alabama. I'm the first me, my sister and brother. We the first generation full-blooded Northerners. My kids gonna be the first full-blooded expats. Wasn't born in the States. First kids born that in my whole lineage. We ain't got nobody that was born outside the country that we know of. First generation, my kids, the first one to carry the Spence name throughout history outside of the plantation known as the United States, outside the matrix, the first one born. Yes, you're going to miss your family. Sacrifices must be made. That's number 4. I'm glad that we went to this. Number 4, I said this in the other thing. Sacrifices must be made. What do you mean, Andre? There are four type of sacrifices that will be made. You ready? Here we go. Number 1, people. We miss people the most. You know what I can always say? What are the 3 areas, really 4 areas that keep people in the United States? 4. Only 4 areas, only 4 reasons we keep our happy tail in the United States anyway. Family, friend, finance, fear. That's it. Oh, ain't no other reason. We don't nobody come to the United States for our women. Ain't nobody crossing the border talking about they want our women. Ain't nobody saying, man, I got the United States and they got dimes walking down the street. Ain't nobody ever said in the history of mandom, ain't nobody ever came from another country and went back home bragging what they saw in the United States, like we do in DR, like we do in the Middle East, like we do when we go see our African sisters, like we do in the Caribbean, and when we do that when we're here in South America. Don't nobody go to the United States and be bragging on the women that they saw. That ain't nobody in human history dropped that video on TikTok, YouTube, Instagram, Facebook. It ain't never existed, have it? Nope. Don't nobody want our women. People go to the United States or stay in the United States, need their money, need that opportunity, need that education, finance. B, family. They got either family there or we got family there or connections there with our family. Blood. My family's here. Bloodline is here. Friends, our connections, our networks, the people, our associates, the people that made us who we are. Fear. The word fear is defined as things that you worry or concerned about. You stay in the United States because you worry about what life is going to be outside the United States, or you worried about somebody or something that's going on in the United States. The first sacrifice is people. Sacrifice number 2, places. United States is a country in which you can get real comfortable real quick. Everything you need. You got Amazon there. We invent every dang thing. You got Amazon there. You ain't got the best Wi-Fi, but we got decent Wi-Fi. We got several sports, not just one. We one of the countries that we don't just stick to one sport. We got several sports. We connected to Mexico and to Canada. We got this. We got great food selection. None of it's healthy, but we got a selection. Can't take that away from us. Everybody want to come to our country, so that ain't got into our minds. Places have to be sacrificed, because what do I mean by places? Whatever makes you feel comfortable about keeping your happiness in the United States, you got to get rid of that. That's got to be sacrificed. Whatever places or events or habits, whatever it is, I could get to Jordans here. Whatever it is that makes you feel comfortable about staying in the United States, but you really don't want to be there, that's a place that you need to sacrifice. Put that right on that little altar right there. Whatever people you got to sacrifice, put them up on that altar. Places, things. Some of you dudes can not let that, dude, you know how hard it was to sell my beautiful Ford F-150? How hard it was to sell to my uncle my convertible? Dude, I'm in Florida with a convertible? I ain't never had no convertible. I'm living up north. We ain't riding convertibles like that. We ride it here and there, but we got to ride it like half a year and then put it away and pull the other car out. Why? Because it's cold and ain't nobody riding around in a convertible in the wintertime up north. I'm in Florida. I could ride a convertible year round, and then I could jump in a Ford F-150 Harley Davidson edition. It was the silver color. I had my Oakland Raider decals all over it. I'm getting compliments by every redneck you can imagine. Hey, that's a nice truck. Hey, I like that there, right there. How much you pay for that one right there? I'm getting all tough. Dude, things must be sacrificed. Oh, you want to live in another country now? If you're comfortable in the United States, let's do a quick public service announcement. If you're comfortable in the United States, stay there, man. Don't be trying to live our dream. Just be a vacationer. Go to Colombia on vacation. Take your butt back home. Nothing wrong with that. I love you. Hey, if you are a person that wants to be like the other 78% of people that will live and die within a 50-mile radius, statistically, of the hospital in which you were born, stay there. Ain't nothing wrong with that. I'll never put somebody down for staying in the States. That's crazy. But if you, like I said, this channel is dedicated to love crossing borders. So if you're a person on the fence and you need some information on how to get out the States, you come to the right place. This channel is not dedicated to dudes that plan on staying in the States. I'm sorry. There's plenty of other YouTube channels you can go to, and y'all can sit up there and eat barbecue all day long. But as for the rest of us, sacrifices must be made. People, places, things. What's the last sacrifice? Ideas. The definition of a noun is a person, place, thing, or idea. You've got to sacrifice that mindset. Whatever the BS lies that they tell us about other countries in the United States, most of you have traveled enough to know is BS. Haven't you? It's BS. Most of you have traveled enough to know when you sit back and see white boys don't hesitate when it's time to go somewhere. White boys get movies made about when they get ready to leave the United States. How many times have you watched a movie and all of a sudden it's Porky goes to Europe, American Pie in Japan, college dropouts in Bali? White boys make movies. Mom, Dad, I'm not going directly to college. I'm going to take my backpack and I'm going to find myself. Please send money. White boys get movies. They ain't got no problem with showing we ain't afraid. Finance, friends, family, and fear ain't gonna hold us back. White boys will go to another country and ride on a motorcycle from one side of that motherfucking continent to the other side. Yes, when I was in Switzerland, we drove our motorcycles through. It was a cold experience, but it's time for us, brothers. Shh, we scared to go to Jamaica. We think we went to DR, which is down the street from the United States. We've been somewhere. For all you DR dudes, I got something I want to tell you. Your happy ass might as well have went to Canada, because it's further for you to go to Canada than it is for some of y'all to go to DR. It's further for you to go to Mexico than it is to go to DR. You ain't doing nothing if you went to DR. You might as well have said, I'm just going down the street making a left. Your Dairy Queen is further from your house than DR. All you DR dudes, you ain't impressing nobody. You can't even brag about your passport. Man, I got 20 stamps, so I've been to DR. Where you went to? DR? You talking about that little island that's down the street? DR is like Detroit is going to Babalo. Shout out to Detroit. You know what little Babalo Island, that little small island that's connected to in the middle of Detroit. That's what's like going to DR. DR dudes, you do not impress nobody. You going right down the dang street. That island is not far enough from nothing. From nothing. It ain't like DR is like when you going to what's the island I'm thinking of? It's on my mind too. I forget. It's not like you going out to one of the Caribbean islands that or going out to. I could at least respect if you guys were like, I'm going to Belize. That's a little further out. I'm going to Bermuda. Okay, that's a little further out. I'm going to some of the British Virgin Islands. I'm thinking the island of Aruba. Okay, a little further out. DR, especially for you New York dudes, that's like right across the street. Make a left. You can't miss it. And you want to brag about you think you done some real traveling because you done took your happy tail to DR 5 times this year. Man, if you don't sit your little lonely down somewhere, ain't nobody impressed with no DR travelers. No DR, no. Nobody's impressed with you travelers. I don't care how much you brag about your chicks. No, DR is too close to the United States to brag. You ain't been no damn where. I say, if ain't nobody ever told you, DR brothers, that, your brother Andre is telling you. DR is too close for you to have bragging rights. You might know everything about DR, but it's right down the street. Make a left. You can't miss it. It's right next to the McDonald's. Sacrifices got to be made. That's number 4. The ideas. That mind, whatever it is in your mind is tricking you and thinking, but what if something happened? I'll never forget this when a sister told me, she said on a live stream, she said, well, you brothers will be back when something goes wrong. Y'all be back to the States. I'm like, I wish I would. There's over 196 developed countries on this planet. I got 195 more countries, actually 194 more countries to get to before I take my happy ass back to the United States. I've traveled to others. I've lived in 2. At the end of the day, it's gonna be it will be a snowball's chance in hell that I would live full time with my family and my wife back in the United States full time. You'll see me there part time, like if somebody said, Andre, we got some contract work for you to do. We like what you guys are doing on YouTube. Hey, we like to televise this thing. Shout out to my man, Life with David. He got that opportunity. Shout out to my man, Life with David on YouTube in Medellin. He's going to be leaving, he's going to Mexico. He just got hired to be a part of a television show, and they discovered him on YouTube. Shout out to David, representing the Passport Bros in a different way. He said that they're going to be filming for, I think he said several months they're going to be filming. So after they get done with the filming, they're going to be doing the pilots and everything. The 2-week pilots are going to be filming a few shows. Said, but if it really takes off, they're going to be filming in Mexico and in LA. Shout out to Life with David. Make sure you guys show that dude some love and appreciation. I think he's going to be leaving either this week or next week. But I'm with you, brother. He said, I'm going to find my place like Abraham in the Bible. So God tells Abraham, dad, go. Abraham's dad leaves. Genesis chapter 11, last 5 verses. He stops and he looks around and said, this must be it. God ain't told him to stop for nothing. He stopped. He plants his land. He tell the family he's putting up the tents. He's doing everything. The Bible says there they settled. They named the land after Abraham's brother who died, Lot's father, named it Haran. And it's in the last part of the verse of the chapter says, and there they settled. People that's always settling. Chapter 12, verse 1 through 5 of Genesis. God goes directly to Abraham. Abraham, yes, God. I talked to your daddy. I told him, tell you what I told him. Yeah, what'd you tell him? I told him to go to the promised land. This ain't the promised land? No. Your daddy stopped because he was a settler. He a half stepper. He don't know how to finish stuff. He doesn't know how to complete stuff like it's supposed to be completed. I got him away from his family because they settlers. Don't y'all get it? Sometimes God will get us away from our family because they some settling mother. Some of us ain't got 3 millionaires in our families when it should be in the black community. Some of us ain't even got 100,000naires, at least 300,000naires in our family when it should be. Some of us ain't even got 10 people in our family. We got a family of 90 people and can't even count 10 to 20 degrees. People that got degrees in our God is trying to tell some of us, your family are nothing but settlers. They don't finish nothing. They've accomplished things. Oh, yes, they have. They own a few things. Oh, yes, they have. But that's not what I told them to do with their lives. And if you stay there in Detroit, if you stay there in Chicago, if you stay there in St. Louis, you're going to end up getting the same results they got. A decent life, but not the life I had planned for them when I sent them to the planet. Some of you dudes, you think that your life is, like I told you, number 2 is treat your life like you ain't there yet. You dudes keep treating your life like you already there. Like Abraham's dad did. Genesis chapter 11, last 5 verses. So God tells Abraham, dude, you got to get away from them settlers. Andre, you got to get away from them settlers. You got to get away from the people in your family that don't finish nothing. You're going to be just like them, dude, renting for the rest of your life. You're going to be just like them, paying car notes for the rest of your life. You're going to be just like them. You ain't got no savings. 85% of all Americans, 85, I'm talking about doctors, lawyers, attorneys, everybody that worked in factories, 85% school teachers, nurses, people that working on lawns, people that are in school, 85% of all Americans don't even have $1,000 emergency fund if the refrigerator shut down right motherfucking now. 85% settlers don't know how to finish nothing. Ain't no way in heck with America being the most balling country in the world, and we got all these opportunities, and it's a corporation. It's set up for you to make money. And 85% of all Americans ain't even got $1,000 motherfucking if the refrigerator shut down. You know why I said that? Why I use the refrigerator analogy? A week ago, me and Andre Refrigerator said, it's been 4 years. We got to go. I love you, Andre. I love you, Andrea. Goodbye. Beautiful refrigerator. Nothing was wrong with it externally. It was just one little small piece. We could have replaced that piece. We went on ahead and bought a brand new Hashitashi 3000 refrigerator. The refrigerator that we wanted to get anyway. Didn't have to hesitate. Didn't break the bank. You guys were here with us when we got it. Some of you guys were coming down for the festival. We was waiting for the delivery so we can go hang out with y'all. Everything was timed perfectly. They delivered the refrigerator. Everything got set up, and we got a chance to hang out with you guys like within the hour. Everything happened. You talking about crushing time. It was like you guys, we were calling you guys saying, okay, I'm about to come pick you up. At the same time, the delivery truck is on its way. They delivered the refrigerator. You guys make sure, give it 8 hours, and then you can turn it on. We took that 8 hours and hung out with you guys. Why? Because during the day from 6 a.m. to 6 in the afternoon, I condensed my time. So all the videos that need to be edited was edited. All the consultations were already done. All the other business moves that we do were already done between 6 a.m. and 12 in the afternoon. So by the time the refrigerator was delivered, because we had the money, and by the time you guys showing up on your plane flights, I'm right there at the airport picking you guys up. You guys don't know that everything is running smooth. You don't know that our refrigerator had broke down the week before and we ended up buying a brand new refrigerator and it was just delivered a few moments, literally a few minutes before you guys came to town. We had the money. The Bible says money solves all problems. The Bible tells you don't fall in love with money. Don't look at money. Loving money is the root of all evil. It doesn't say money is the root of all evil. It says the loving of it, the lusting, the passion for it is the root of all evil. But money, it also says in Proverbs, money solves all problems. And 85% of the United States ain't even got $1,000 to help them solve a dang problem. Don't let grandma go to the hospital in the United States. You got to get away from them settlers. You got to. Jamon, with the $5 in the Cash App and Super Chat, I'm coming to the Cash Apps in a second too, guys. Jamon says, yeah, white folks are getting the hell out of the Matrix. They gonna leave y'all there. They gonna leave y'all because it's right there. So, well, black folks want to shame you for leaving. Yup, $200,000 a year makes you a corporate citizen. Yes, it does. Statistics show. A lot of guys don't know this. Shout out to Father of Many Nations again. Statistics show this. If you make $35,000 a year, let's say you make it online or you get it in retirement or pension or you got a company. If you make $35,000 a year, do you know that you can live in most countries? And I mean like most countries very well. Portuguese only make $1,000 to $1,200 a month. You can look all this up. So when you guys hear me use some stats, go look it up. Portuguese only make between $1,000 to $1,200 a month. Colombians only make $275 to $425 a month. The average Colombian doctor at his peak between $3,600 to $5,000 a month. That's some of you dudes working foundries and plants, so you make more than $5,000 a month. Some of you dudes got a landscaping company. You making more than $5,000 a month. You make more than a Colombian doctor at his peak. Many of you do make more than what it takes to live in Mexico, what it takes to live in many Caribbean islands, even though some of them are a little bit more expensive, like St. Thomas, St. Kitts. There's another one, Cayman Islands. They're a little bit more expensive because they're tax-free havens. But most of the world, if you make it 35,000, you good. I'm telling y'all, man. You guys are more valuable for this planet than you realize because you're still in the United States. If you only realize how valuable you are to this planet, United States treats you and make you feel like you nothing. Let's be real. Every magazine that women purchase, Ebony, Essence, Cosmopolitan, those magazines are dedicated to tell women one thing: you ain't ish. Oh, that makeup you had, that's last year. You ain't ish. That purse you got, ladies, from last year, that you ain't ish. Name one article that's in all those Ebony jet. They tell women you ain't ish. You need to buy this. That's their job, to convince women that they ain't ish. Men, how do they do us? For men, it's called keeping up with the Joneses. So-and-so came out with the new Jordans. Don't matter, because I got them new Kobe's. You got the new Kobe's, don't matter, because I got them new 40-year Iversons, baby. You ain't ready for this. Men play the game of keeping up with the Joneses. I stopped that a long time ago. Some of you guys have heard me tell the story. I'm living in my house in the suburbs, and I'm looking at my neighbor, Frank. Shout out to my man, Frank. Frank's yard used to be so beautiful. People would pay Frank to come do their yard. Frank yard was it. You could not compare. We in our little cul-de-sac area, it used to be like the yard of the year competition. Frank would win it every year. This brother would win it all the time. I'm busting my butt all summer for 3-4 summers trying to get my yard to look like Frank's. One football season, I walk over to Frank's house. I never walked over to Frank's house. I just looked at it from across the street. We'll talk, chop it up in the street, but I never went into his yard. This year, I went over to Frank's yard. We just have a few beers, right? I'm looking, I'm just so happy to just be talking. I just so happened to look down and I saw a patch of dirt. I was like, Frank got patches in his yard? I never knew Frank had another patch over there. I don't know Frank. Then I saw some brown. I saw brown. What? Frank got brown in his yard? I never knew Frank ever had brown in his yard. I'm still sipping on the beer. We talking about football. And I just so happened to glance across the street to my yard. That yard was so immaculate. My grass was so thick, it was cut like a carpet. NFL could have played on it. Soccer teams could have played on it. I mean, my golf, you could have played golf on my yard. It was so immaculate. But I was so busy keeping up with the Joneses. You see where I'm going with this? Keeping up with the Joneses. I ain't realized what I had, what value I was bringing the world. Because I was so busy looking at what another man had. And the United States teaches men to do that. Keep up with what another man got and don't appreciate who you are and what you got. I stopped that day. I said, I get it, God. And I stopped looking at what other men got because another man might have patches and brown spots in the yard of his life while mine is looking immaculate. And I know ain't no brown spots and patches in my yard. But I was so busy looking at what another man's got and what he's going on in his life. I ain't celebrating for 3 years. I never celebrated my own accomplishment with my own yard in my own house because I'm too busy looking at what another man got. That's what the United States teaches you, and you got to get rid of that idea. That's got to be put on the altar. So that's the fourth one, sacrifices. The people, the places, the things, the ideas, all got to be put on the altar. Let it burn. Let it burn. You can still come back and visit your family. You still come visit the places that you grew up. You still can have, you still could be all American with our American way and our American idea. I'm all American here. I'm not Colombian. I'm American. They talk to me like I'm American. They treat me like I'm American. They know I'm American. I'm not getting rid of Andre the American just to be Andre the Colombian because I'm going to another country. Am I supposed to be Andre the Italian? No. No matter what country I'm going to, the American concept or characters will always be a part of who I am. Just like with you guys. But the ideas that America put in my mind about other countries, yeah, that's got to go. That's got to go. Shout out to you, Jermaine, for that. Growth Talk in the building. He says, got it. Hotter than fish grease. Shout out to you, brother. Shout out to you. Thank you very much for the $2. My man, Salty Balls. Thanks for the all cheese. Hey, guys, do me a favor. Stefano or Charles, could you drop Salty Balls Machismo? Just look for Machismo TV and drop it in the link. Yeah, I watch your channel late at night too. Yes, just when you're wondering, ain't nobody watching your live streams. I'm a part of the late night guys that watch your live stream. Shout out to Salty Balls in the building for the $9.99. Yes, I do. I'll be sitting here editing or doing whatever. Shout out to my man Wayne in the building with the smooth beard. I ain't mad at you, Wayne. Wish I could make my beard grow just right like some of you guys. I got beard jealousy. If you guys ever wonder why I envy, I got beard envy because my beard grows in patches, was not thick enough. Some of you dudes, man, get y'all beard dudes. Wayne Jackson in the building with the $4.99 during the holidays. I believe in 4-day weekends. There you go, Pastor. I'm with you on that one. He said I'm in Colombia at least 6 to 8 times a year. Perfect example. Where the rest of y'all sitting up there with sparklers, dealing with mass deletions. Y'all can't even go to a 4th of July parade in the States no more without somebody trying to delete somebody. You can't even go to the 4th of July parade in your city no more. You can't even go to Target. I'm sitting up here in Colombia watching y'all mass delete each other. And you want to call me a traitor to the people. Okay. Shout out to you, brother, for the 6 to 8 times that you hear. Then my man, the super chat of the year, Giant Traveler. Shout out to you, brother, man. I appreciate that, man. $200 super chat. He said, my family's from New Jersey area, and I've been living in Medellin for dos años. He said, I got crazy anxious as I had to go back for 4 days. I have to go back for 4 days soon. You sound like me when I went back, like, ugh. He said, love my simple, cheap, and peaceful life down here with my girl I met down here. Man, you know why I read that slowly? Because it sounds so beautiful. And I know exactly how you feel. You know, you come down to Colombia initially, we're all having fun, meeting all the ladies, party girls and all. But it comes to a point where you like, now I'm going to live in Colombia. I want to meet somebody that's going to take me serious. I could take them serious. I could enjoy their peace. They can enjoy my peace. Man, bruh, I'm happy for you, brother. He said, you know what? I need for you to email me. I need for you to email me because Andre and I are going to be in, we're going to spend a week in Medellin. We got, family events to go to, but we decided to stay there some extra days. And so some of you guys I really want to meet. So if you're going to be there in December, like early December, like I think we get there like on the 6th, it would leave on like the 13th, something like that. But yeah, dude, I'm going to put my email in the comment. Any of you guys is going to be in Medellin at that time. I'm trying to catch up with a few of you guys. Email me. Let me know that you guys are going to be there so we can exchange WhatsApp information. So when I come down, I got family I can hang out with. He said, keep sharing the message about life what life can be down here. He's right. Shout out to you, man, once again for the $200 super chat. Man, I'm just thinking about his life, man. And I it's one thing to hear about his life. I just read it. To hear about Taylor May's Dreams life. To hear about our journey. It's another thing to read somebody else's journey and you can relate to it. That's what I want more of us to be like, where we can relate to each other's journey, each other's experiences. Kid you not. The conversation with Ivan in the building. Shout out to you, brother. He said a conversation with Ivan. He says for the communion plate. Shout out to you for the communion plate, brother. I'll take that. I'll take that $5 love. Let me see if anybody's sending the cash outs before we continue on. We're about to watch a video, guys, because it's going to prove a point. Let me go to the cash outs real quick. Give you guys your shout outs. The Wall Report for the $9.99 in the building. Thank you very much. And my man Tevin Brown with the $20 cash app as well. Just in case you guys don't know, for the rest of the year, all the cash apps are going to be donated to the Children's Cancer Foundation like we did last year down here in Cali, Colombia. I'm going to show you guys their website. They were so excited. They were so surprised that we raised last year $1,700. We gave the money away live on the live stream. Got an email back. And I showed some of you guys last year the email that we got back. They were so happy. They have down here in Cali, Colombia. You know how they have the Ronald McDonald's houses in Colombia? I mean, in the United States, where families may have to go to St. Jude Hospital, but they can't afford to be in that city for months. They can't afford to take care of their little child who's battling cancer. They're from another state. How are they going to stay there for months? So the Ronald McDonald houses in the States have places for families to live while their young person is battling cancer. That's what the Cancer Foundation is down here in Cali, Colombia. We donated to their version of the Ronald McDonald House. And so we showed you guys everything last year. I'm going to start showing it again so you guys actually see what we're donating to. But they loved and appreciate all that we did for them last year, because realize $1,700 in coming from in USD, that has the buying power of $6,000 to $7,000. You guys donated buying power of $7,000 to the Children's Cancer Foundation last year. So starting this month, all the cash apps goes towards the Children's Cancer Foundation. We're going to be talking about this throughout, for the next few months. But shout out to you guys for the $1,700 last year. Andre and I are going to be donating right out the gate $500. So anything that you guys put on top of that, cool. But right out the gate, like last year, we donated $500. So we're just going to be building on top of that. Appreciate you guys, man. Let's get ready to go. Then I'm going to be coming to the comment section. I forgot about my comment, brothers. Yep. Marcus Garvey went to Europe. Yep. A lot of them went to Europe, man. A lot of our civil rights leaders went to Europe. All right. Let's get ready to watch a video real quick. The reason for this video, once again, for some of you guys that are on the fence, the reason why I'm showing you this video is to let you see how women see you in the United States. Not all, but many see you as expendable and as tools for them to accomplish their goals, and they can care less about your goals. And if you think I'm playing, watch this video and see how women see you as not only indispensable, not all women, once again, but many women in the States are starting to see you as indispensable. They start seeing you as a money grab. They're starting to see you as super simps, not just simps, super simps that will fall for anything. Let's get ready to watch this video.
How old are you?
40.
40?
Yeah.
You got a kid?
Absolutely.
My bad. Let me make sure I got the volume up, the volume right.
No man's coming to pay your bills. I'm not gonna lie to you. It's not happening.
But it's happening.
No, I'm gonna tell you.
Nowadays it is. It's happening, and it's been happening.
Hold on, is it happening right now? This a man's paying 100% of your bills right now.
Well, no, he doesn't live with me, so I'm not asking for 100%. We don't live together. We just.
Okay, I'm just telling you. All right, you just a fuck around, but I'm not attacking you.
Because I want to be a fuck around, because I don't want to fuck around with him like that.
Do you really want to be a fuck around?
Yeah, for him right now, absolutely. It's nothing nobody in here can say to make me feel no kind of way about what I decide to do with me.
Hold on.
I don't care. It doesn't matter.
Don't take this as personal attack.
I'm not.
Because we're not trying to make none of y'all feel no type of way.
Yeah.
We just giving you the honest truth as men. From
your opinion.
No, from men, period. Because you can read the comments when the video's over, right?
But they're still not all the men in the world.
No, look, when I'm speaking on the men, I mean the men you want. Not just the guy that's a fuck around that you like, I don't even want to take serious. We're speaking on a guy that you want.
So I don't want to take it serious because of my personal situation.
Do you want somebody to take serious?
Eventually I do. But right now I'm not in a position to do that.
He's speaking on somebody that you want to take serious. He's not speaking from respect of who you're dealing with now. So don't personalize it. He's speaking in general. When you find this person that you want to take serious, that's the position he's speaking from. He's not speaking because you got somebody to fuck around. Right. When you find somebody that you don't want to fuck around with, that's
okay, I'm gonna let him speak because I promise whatever he says is not gonna apply to me. But go ahead.
It applies to you because it's your reality right now. That's how it applies.
It's been that way, CG. But
listen to what I'm saying. Your reality right now.
Yeah.
You don't have a man living with you.
No.
You don't have a man paying all your bills. That's your reality. You're speaking on a want. And then you're saying, well, I don't want it now, as if you can just go out and get it whenever you want. And men are telling you, wait a minute, y'all are being delusional because no, you can't, because we're the ones giving it to you. So even though you feel, okay, when I'm ready, because I'm not ready right now, I'm just going to go out and get it. First of all, you're 40. You're only getting older.
I don't look 40. You laughing, but I don't look 40, so that doesn't matter.
It matters.
It don't. I promise you.
You know why it matters?
Yeah, please tell me why.
Because you don't look 40, but there's somebody who actually is not 40. And I'm going to go pay her bills because she's not 40. She doesn't have any kids.
That's you.
Let me ask you something.
That's you.
Okay, let me ask you one question. What is the benefit of him paying your bills, a 40-year-old with a kid, versus a 25-year-old with no
Well,
kids?
the ages never came up, so I don't. Maybe I should ask him because the age has never.
No, I know. I'm asking you.
Yeah.
So just say.
I don't know. It's whatever he has the ability to do. If he wants to go pay, if he wants to pay whatever I ask him to pay, and then he's paying a 25-year-old's bills too.
No,
that's not in my business.
No, you're missing the question. I said because you said you could go get it, right? Like, okay,
it's already there. I just choose not to flip the coin because of my personal. I'm giving all my attention to my daughter right now. I don't have it to give to a man.
Right. So that's why he's not going to pick you. I'm not paying your bills and you can't give me all your attention.
Fine.
Okay right.
Yeah, that's fine.
No, but she's saying when I'm ready, I'm going to go get it.
When her daughter grows up and like live her own life and find her own husband or something like that, then who's going to be sitting up? What man's going to be like a shelf item and just going to be sitting there waiting on you to make your decision?
No, he probably not
the men that you want.
I'm going to be realistic. He probably, the guy that we're speaking of, he probably won't be waiting, right? And I don't expect him to. I understand. Who the fuck do I think I am? You just don't sit and wait for me. No, but I just I want to be clear though that because you guys have your opinions and then you know the statistics and all that, but there are still those certain guys that don't go by that same thing.
Let me tell you, those are the guys you don't see. This is the insanity with women. This is the insanity.
Why am I
right?
insane?
I'm gonna tell you why. Because men will sit here and tell you this is how we think. You guys will say, no, it's not. This is how you think. But you're a woman telling men how we think. We're literally telling you this is how we think.
I never disputed how you think.
But all of y'all men are the same?
No.
For the most part, yes.
No. So why do we need all y'all? We just need one. Let me tell you.
For the most part, yes. We're more similar than we are.
There is a difference from West Coast to men that's born in the South.
Yes.
Huge difference.
Yeah, and East Coast.
No, seriously. You talking South, you talking very well mannered.
So we're talking about
you're talking characteristics.
Yeah, exactly.
Yes, I am.
Not how we pick our lifestyles. The way we pick women.
But none of y'all the same. I feel like every man has their own
mind.
Oh,
you're
saying it's easy. Men are always gonna pick the easier
thing for them.
No, yes, we don't want.
That's
not easy. Not easy.
Men are always going to pick what's easy for them. So you having a daughter and spending time with your daughter,
it's not going to make them
that's
choose
too
me.
difficult for them.
But mind you,
so they're going to pick a 25-year-old.
But mind you, in the last 2 years of a couple of guys that I've dated have asked me to have their baby because they see how I raise my kids.
So I'm just gonna say this.
That's not cap.
And you probably ain't even gotta sleep with them. They just know how you carry yourself.
They're seeing it real time.
But Libra, I'm gonna just say this. I know he has a son. I have a son. I'm not telling my son to raise him to go be a stepfather. That's what basically he's getting at.
It's a losing investment.
I'm not teaching my son to go be a step. Now he's talking.
If he falls in love,
if he falls in love, I will advise him the pros and cons of him.
But he's gonna do what he wants to do.
What's easier?
Let me ask her this. Okay, cool.
Yeah.
Cool. You got this guy over here. He can pay all your bills. You got this guy over here. He lives with his mom on the couch. Which one you picking? If you got the choice.
I'm definitely gonna choose an independent one. I'm not going to choose a guy that's still staying with his mom.
Right. A woman with a kid is the equivalent of the guy that stays with his mom.
No, it's how?
Yes, it is.
How?
Because we have to take care of your kid.
Okay,
the guy has to take care of your kid. Yeah, it's a package deal. The kid
it's
that's not.
Package.
Thank you.
Hold on, look. You ain't getting me without my kid.
You're not going to tell me
that was the
if
whole
you
reason why I didn't have kids, because I
kid.
always felt that like men, I'm like, here I come with baggage. Like granted, I know that if I were to leave my husband, there are men lined up who were more than willing to take care of me and my daughter. But
are they the men that you want?
Now you see these ladies. You see how now. When was the last time have you guys saw 3 ladies like this in Thailand? Come on, let's be real. I'm not about to sit up here and shame anybody. What about in Colombia? You just seen bigums walking around in Colombia in a herd? What about Brazil? You know, each country's got some curvaceous women. What about Brazil? Yeah, the big girls running around Brazil like that. These women, the reason why I showed this video, gentlemen, that's how many women feel about, they are so comfortable that they don't have to go to the gym for you anymore in the States. They don't have to be rational thinkers, emotionally intelligent. They don't have to have low body counts. They don't even have to have no kids anymore. That's how they think of you. They don't think of me like that. When these ladies are talking, they're not talking about, this woman is not a 20-year-old, is she? Talking out the side of her neck as a 20-year-old, is she? None of those are young ladies. All those big girls that we just looked at, we know that back in our day, they would have never, a big girl would have never dared to open up her mouth to talk like that. Talk about, I could get a baby daddy. I got men lined up. I got dudes coming out the woodwork. Why? Because many of us men have not taken the steps to improve our lives immediately, like we were talking about tonight. They know this. Most of you with passports, y'all just going for a couple days and y'all gonna bring y'all butt right back to them. That's why they can talk greasy. They don't have to listen. Like the young man said, he said, men are telling you how we think. And they're like, not all men are alike. For the most part, no matter where I've gone in the world, most of us men, we're basically the same. Culturally, we different, but we're basically the same. We want sex, salad. We want sex, support, sandwich, silence. No matter where you go in the world, that's what most men want. You can't negotiate that, ladies. If you can't bring good sex, if you can't bring a good meal, sandwich, if you can't give us a place of silence or peace, and if you can't give us support, that goes for any man in the world. The Bible says a man would rather sleep on the roof of a mansion. I mean, a man would rather eat soup on the roof of a mansion than to live in a house with a nagging, tempestuous woman. I didn't say that. God said it. Every woman, this what gets me. Hey guys, check it out. Every woman in church always talk about, I'm the Proverbs 31 woman. I'm the Proverbs 31 woman. I'm the provider. I'm the woman that supports and start businesses. I'm Proverbs. A lot of women always want to talk about their Proverbs 31. When you guys get a chance, read Proverbs 31. You ready? I'm about to bust your head. You won't be hearing that story again from women. Proverbs 31 is broken down into two parts, not one part like women try to say. I'm a Proverbs 31 woman. Which one are you? The first 10 verses of Proverbs 31, the queen is telling her son, these are the women that you want to avoid. In the first 10 verses, she's talking about keep the hell away as a king, as a ruler, stay away from these type of women. And then starting in verse 11 of Proverbs all the way to like verse 21 or 22, then the queen tells her son what a good woman is. So I always ask women, are you a Proverbs 31 woman? Yes, I am. Which one are you? The first 10 verses or the last 20 verses? Because somebody got to be somebody. And it ain't all y'all the last 20 verses. Some of y'all are the first 10 verses of Proverbs 31. When the queen told her son, you keep away from them heifers. You a king, you are a leader. You have no business smashing them, talking to them, being bothered with them, listening to them. These women feel comfortable to go on camera with all that extra weight, knowing that they 40 plus years old, got kids, and they said you dudes are on speed dial. Yeah, I'm looking at me. You dudes are on speed dial. Why? You ready? I'm gonna tell you why you're on speed dial. You still treat your life like you're already there instead of treating it like you're not there yet. You still treat the United States like it's a country instead of a corporation. That's why she can talk to you like that. You ain't willing to condense your time, and you still think you need 24 hours, what you can accomplish in 6 to 8 hours. And you still don't know how to make sacrifices to accomplish the goals that you need to accomplish. And just like Bobby just said, lastly, but not leastly, you're a settler. You don't know how to finish nothing. You start everything, but you ain't finished nothing. You can't finish reading a book. You can't finish watching a football game. You can't even finish a movie. You can't finish reading a book, least alone writing a book. You can't finish starting a YouTube channel. You can't finish starting a business. You can't finish a job. You've been fired from 3 jobs over the last 5 years. You can't finish nothing. You can't finish a relationship. You go from relationship to relationship to relationship, and you call it being a player. But no, you can't finish nothing. That's why you keep building up bodies. Men that got a lot of bodies taken from a dude that wasn't a finisher. I wasn't a finisher. I had to learn this about myself, and I learned this about other men. I had to learn to be a finisher, starting all this stuff, chasing the shiny things. Ooh, that business. Ooh, that business. Ooh, that's a good business too. Ooh, let me start that business. Chasing all the shiny things, ain't finishing nothing. Jack of all trades, master of none is always better than the master of none. Jack of all trades, master of none. But it's always better than the master of one. I'm sorry. Jack of all trades, master of none is always better than the master of one. It's good to be the jack of all trades. You got different skills, different abilities, different insights. The quote does say that. Jack of all trades, master of none. But it's always better than the master of one. That's the full quote. It's great having all these skills. But if you not laser focused on 1 or 2 or 3 of them, you're not accomplishing anything. And these women are waiting for you dudes who don't accomplish anything. That's what you're waiting for you back in the States. You keep your butt there. Ain't nothing left for you but big heifers. 80% of all women, black women, especially black women, 60 to 80% of all black women are under the umbrella of obesity. It's even at the point, the United States is one of the few countries in the freaking world, dude, that actually has a card that a woman can get. I'm going to say this again. Men can get this too, but mainly women get it. It's a card that a woman can take to the doctor's office, and she gives it to her doctor and says, you cannot talk about my weight or put me on a scale. It's illegal if she's got that card. That's what you are waiting around in the United States. All that picketing, all that I'm down for my sisterhood. You down for 85% of obese women that's going to look out for you, huh? And the doctor can't even talk to them. And if you think I'm lying, look it up. Ask anybody in the medical field. Look it up. There's a card that they get, that they can get to where their doctor cannot talk about their weight or ask them to get the fuck on the scale. That's how fat your women are. Your women from your hood, the sisterhood is now. The sisterhood that you battling for is not the sisterhood from the 80s, 70s, 60s, 50s. That sisterhood that you fight for, that's gone. The Angela Davis sisters, they were out there fighting with us. Black Panthers were not just all male. Civil rights people that got beat down on that bridge in Birmingham, they weren't just male. Sisters was down with the brothers. Now these sisters sit up there watching us accomplishing goals, eating chicken, waiting for us to finish our goals. Sorry, baby, you made $100,000 yet? Oh, you can't get this. Eating a whole bone and all. And then you got 40-year-old mothers that are comfortable with telling you, I got a bunch of dudes just like you on speed dial. That's what they just said, right? They were so free with telling those men, you don't know what you're talking about as a man. Because you dudes don't accomplish nothing. So the last group of women that you got that you can walk up with is them big bitch back in the States. And that's why big girls are so comfortable with talking crazy. You will never hear a big girl in Brazil talk like that, do you? What about in Japan? Gotta be in China, huh? Must be in Europe. Oh, what about in Canada? Maybe a few of them in Canada? Okay. What about in Argentina? No. Ecuador? No, they big girls don't talk like that. Colombia? You ain't ran across no big girls just talking greasy? Oh, wait a minute. So you saying that in most of the world, big girls ain't talking greasy, but in the United States, where you're happy, think that you're going to live the rest of your days, big girls got the right to talk greasy about you and say they got you on speed dial. You need to let that sink in, because if you ain't going to take your life serious, that's what's waiting for you. That's why I showed the video. If you do not take your life serious as a passport bro, blue book gentleman, expat, a passport king, or whatever, a traveler, explorer, if you don't take this segment of your life that God has given you that window of time to be able to travel to other countries, you don't take it serious, cool. Because what's waiting for you in the United States ain't nothing but a bunch of big females waiting for you to be on their speed dial. It don't be fine chicks talking like that. No. Fine chicks talk greasy anyway. We used to that. We used to find women talking greasy anyway. That's no matter where you go in the world, it's gonna always be some divas. We used to that. You telling me unattractive, sweaty chest, she got sweat underneath her belly because it's so hot this summer. Talking greasy about you as if you guaranteed to be the stepdaddy. As if you're guaranteed to be the stepdaddy. Shout out to my man, Westside Ninja. Westside Ninja said, check the cash app, Dre. Let me go back. Let me go back here. Oh, you said, what's the cash app? I'm sorry. Let me see. Give me a second. Let me pull this up for you, kind sir. For my blind self. Oh, we got some doctor's appointments coming up for our new glasses. Copay 84 cents. Cash App is aspence2011 at Gmail. Shout to you. But yeah, and remember, all Cash App donations are going directly to the Children's Cancer Foundation for the next, I think we got 5 more months left in this year, 4 or 5 more months. All that is going directly to the kids, But dude, they got plans for y'all. If you ain't, my point is, and I mean this, EMB, I'm letting them know tonight, brother. If you ain't got plans for you, don't worry. Them women in the States got plans for you. Don't you worry. Don't you worry a bit. If you ain't got plans to make your life better instantly by making sacrifices, by not treating yourself as you're there yet, by finally learning how to manipulate your own time, by making sure that you do all the things that need to be done for you, making sure your health is on par, going for walks, not overspending. If you're not willing to do that, don't worry about it. Don't even worry about it. Because the women in the United States got plans for you. And I'm not talking about the hot chicks. We still gotta work for the hot chicks, just like in any country. But regular, big girl chicks, the ones that's gonna be laying next to you with stinky weaves, the ones that's gonna be laying next to you and wish she will sit up there and cook a full meal that belongs to 9 people. Eat most of the food, it will not make you a plate. She made enough chicken for 9 people. Ate most of the chicken, ain't made you 1 plate. That's what's waiting for you in the United States. What's waiting for you is women that want to put hands on you. I'm so tired of looking at YouTube and TikTok videos where some woman that put her hand on a grown man and the only reason he ain't knock her out because of the laws. Go ahead. Go ahead. Get married. All you dudes that got to find one. She fine. Oh, she fine. Ooh. She's sweet. Is she feminine? But you get married in the United States. You a dang fool. I said it. You live in a country with no fault. They're starting to change it in a few states, but for the most part, United States is still a no fault. Your woman could wake up 3 years from now, 30 years from now, and tell you to get the hell out. I'm done. I don't want to be married no more. With no fault, no cause, no nothing. Like I always say, and I say this to the lead attorney and everybody else, yes, you can find the right love in the United States, but you cannot find the right laws in the United States. Again, you can find the right love in the United States, but you will not find the right laws in the United States. That's why most dudes ain't got no business getting married in the United States. You crazy. Steve Harvey, Will Smith, you crazy. Y'all crazy. Ain't no way. I wish I will get that list in the States. No. He's going in tonight. I'm just being honest, man. I really am. Shout out to Dave in the building. Dave said he saw some black women in Walmart today with those effing popcorn bags in their heads. Popcorn bags on their heads. I can't stand it. And it's so embarrassing as a culture. It's so embarrassing. Them shower caps, and then when they come to the grocery store in pajamas, and they be coming to the grocery store with the sleeper sandals on, or slippers on, like the ones that you use It's so embarrassing to be in the States and white people just be looking at us like that's exactly where we need them to be. That's exactly where we need them to be. Be comfortable and treat this country like it's a country, while white people in other cultures treat United States. Yeah, and flip-flops. Thanks, EMB. Shout out to my man Los in the building. Treat it like treat our people, our women, with flip-flops, and dare let another woman dare to check her, like Monique was telling them, sisters, don't wear bonnets and shower caps in public. And them sisters tried to rip Monique's skull off. You don't tell me what to do. You know why women can talk like that in the United States? Not because of the United States. Nope. Not because Monique don't put them in check. Nope. The reason why women in the United States can talk like that, because us men did not put them in check with that bull. The weave and bonnet game, when the weaves would have died off, wigs probably could have hung around a little while. Braids, nothing wrong with that. But the weave, every other sister got a weave, that would have died off the moment men would have stood up and said, we ain't rolling with that one. Oh, we talked about it here and there in our little pockets. And now we're talking about it in public now, but we're talking about it 30 years after weaves and had a 30-year run. Those sisters, they go, if y'all think the women in the United States gonna get rid of that weave, it ain't gonna happen. There's weave around the world. Don't get it twisted. But not like in the States. And it ain't like our sisters. Not like in Canada. Not like in UK. They weaved up in UK too. They weaved up in Canada. They weaved up in every place that's westernized and got sisters there. Do they have weave in Colombia? Yes, some got weave, but many just rock the braids. But you ain't gonna see as much weave as you see in the United States. The United States is weave capital. What's my point in saying all this? Dudes, we gotta start taking our lives serious, because if you don't, that's what you got waiting for you. That's what, dude. This is what you got waiting for you when you get back to the States. And if you don't go anywhere, don't worry. Pick one. Which one you want to pick? The dark chocolate sister, 40-year-old with a child. What about the one in the middle who just said that if she ever decided to leave her husband, she got men waiting for her? So would you want a big girl that's willing to leave her husband? What about the one at the end that she just confused in a mother? Come on, fellas. Which one is it? Because that's what you got waiting for you in the States. We got some fine women in the States. You right. You said it just right. You got some fine women in the States. That's right. We got some fine women in the States. In our city, we got some fine ones. You're right. You're absolutely correct. You got some fine ones in your city. Some. They got some fine ones in Miami. They got some fine ones in Chicago. Some fine ones in New York. Some fine ones in LA, San Francisco, Oakland. Some fine ones in Dallas, Kansas, North Dakota, Milwaukee area. Some fine ones. I'm talking about the majority of what's wobbling around y'all. You can't, come on guys, you can't land in the airport. You can't get good in the airport in Miami. You just landed, you tired. You just want to go through customs and go to your Uber or go to your car and go home. You ain't been in the United States 10 minutes and you done seen 30 big girls. Whether they working in customs or whether they going through customs. You ain't been in the United States 10 minutes and you around McGilla Gorilla and all the rest of them. The Burillas. But it's okay. You ain't got to get your life in order. Don't. Like I said, if you ain't got no plan for you, don't even worry about it, because the United States got plans for you. And all the women, they got plans for you to be stepdaddies and playing stepdaddies. And then when you get to a fight with the original father, because he's still in love with her, you got to deal with that. And then when she want to spend some family time with the kids, with him, you got to go through arguments with that. Where you going? I'm going to the movie with the kids and their daddy. What? Why you going to the movies with them? Well, we want to have some combined unit time with the kids together, so we know let the kids know that we still cool. So now she up in the movies watching the latest Minions movie with him and the kids in the middle, and they got popcorn. Or it could be her on one seat, he next to her, they sharing popcorn, and the kids on the end. And what are you doing? You at home washing dishes for the fat chick that you been a stepdad to their kids. All because she wrong? Nope. Because the stepdaddy wrong? Nope. Because the kids wrong? Nope. Because the United States is wrong? Hell no. The only reason you finding yourself in that trick bag, yeah, I'm reaching to the crates for that one, in the trick bag, because you ain't make no plan for your life. And since you didn't make a plan for your life, the United States said, cool, make a plan for your life. We'll keep you broke and working all these hours. We'll make you keep up with the Joneses and make you feel like nothing. We'll make you do the men versus women thing on YouTube. We'll make you go ahead and be a stepdad to this big chick that could give less than a dang about you because she got other dudes on speed dial. If you don't want to be right, no problem. You don't want to take care of a big girl that's a baby mama, no problem. She got dudes that think just like you on speed dial, that got passports, that don't know how to leave the United States. Since you're so scared, go and stay in the United States. See what type of plans the United States got planned for you. Go ahead. You think that in the United States, that in your lifetime, you gonna go to a church and all the black people in that church gonna have money, do you? That ain't gonna happen. You still gonna have broke black people running back and forth in the church, but when it's time to give some money, can't afford nothing. Go ahead. Go and stay in the United States. Keep your butt there. Like I said, I ain't hating on you. I already know the United States is not a stupid country. I'll say this again. United States is not a stupid country. If you don't make plans for you, cool. The United States will make plans for you. Guarantee that. I guarantee that one. Shout out to you guys. Let me hit these comments. Make sure I hit all the. Okay, I got all the cash apps. Cool. Super chats. Shout out to my man Marshall. Shout out to my man Marshall Williams with $100 towards the Children's Foundation. Also, I appreciate that. Once again, shout out to my man Wall Report for the $19.99, my man Kevin for the $200, my man Timothy last week for the $5, my man Steven for the $5, Obadiah, like that name, for the $5, and Quiet Storm for the $10 over the last few days. Appreciate you guys, man. I really do. I really do. My man, shout out to Theo. Hey Theo, I read your message on hey, y'all need to be reaching out to Theo, man. The time is going down. I read your message that you sent me on Facebook. I just get a chance to respond to it. I was doing a consultation today. Theo says, for $25, love, appreciate the love, brother. He said, listen to Andre about this. There is nothing of value in the West. Look at how happy Andre is. This is true. You want that? Do as Andre says, and you will be in the right path. Theo did it. He's back in the States periodically, but Theo has spent years. Think about it, man. You find it. Dude, this man was in Japan for years. Didn't have to go back to the States. A brother in Japan, back in the love of his life. This man has lived in several locations, learned several languages, still learning languages, teaching us. So when I tell you guys, reach out to Theo, let me put Theo's information in here while I'm playing. I'm about to put, for you guys that are still trying to get into Theo's program, I'm about to put Theo's, because guys are still emailing me Theo like crazy. that's trying to get into Theo's IT program to where he can help you get to high fives and 6-figure careers, I put Theo's email right back in there. Make sure you guys reach out to him. Theo has let me know today, over 100 of you guys, shout out, I love y'all brothers, man. I swear I do. Over 100 of y'all have reached out to Theo over the last couple of days to get involved in his IT, cybersecurity, and all the other certifications that you can get to start working online. Man, I'm so proud of you, brothers. That's how I got started, working online. I swear. Got me an online position. I had me about a good 20, 30,000 put to the side. I said, I believe in me. And I came to Colombia with my little online job, my little 30,000. In less than 4 years, I have made close to 300. Close to 300,000 in 4 years. Your regular Eastside Detroit brother. I'm just a regular dude in another country. Almost $300,000. Really close to 300,000. So when we're talking about a dude that came out after doing 10 years in prison. So when I see you guys reach out to Theo, it lets me know that you believe in yourself like I believed in myself. It was scary. I ain't gonna lie. I ain't know it was gonna all work itself out the way that it did. I would have been, dude, I ain't gonna lie. I kind of like calculated Colombia money. And I was like, if I can make about a good 50, 60 a year, I'm good. I'm happy for the rest of my life. Because I knew Colombians, they only make like 12, 13, 15,000 a year. So if I can make at least 4 times that much, I can run in any circle in South America. I didn't know at that time period, if you just made 35,000, you are able to be in the upper echelon in most of the world anyway. But I'm looking at like, if I can make 50, 60,000, I'm good, right? Because I'm thinking with the American mindset, American costs. Dude, the money that I make is nothing compared to what Theo was introducing you guys to. Kid you not. Shout out to my man. Hey, Joey, I gotta reach out to you anyway. Because there's some things that I need to reach out to you and to Los, because I got some things I'm trying to set up, especially Los too. And I want to do another live stream every 6 months. We're going to be doing a crypto update live stream with Joey and Los. Let's Learn Crypto TV. These guys are thorough. Dude, my notes that I got from you guys the other day, from when you guys did the live stream 2 weeks ago with us, man, those notes have helped me out so much when it comes to knowing what websites to go to learn about the crypto industry. You guys put it where the goats can get it, meaning you made it so easy for dudes like me that's kind of like scratching our heads to understand what's going on and how to start putting a little bit money into this one and a little bit money into that one. Man, I appreciate what you guys did, man. I really do. Shout out to you for the $100 super chat. Appreciate you, brother. He said, us crypto boys breaking them. Old isms and generational curses. Absolutely correct. Thank you, Dre, for all you do for us all. And that's for all of us, man. Thank you guys once again for the Cash App. And thank you also for all that you guys do, man. I kid you not, I want to have you guys up every 6 months. Two people. I want to have Theo up every 6 months if I can, and have you guys up, and then I'm going to have other people. This channel is dedicated to how to find love across borders or fall in love with the borders that you cross. That's our motto. Help you find love across borders or fall in love with the borders that you cross. And the way that you do that is having your money right. And that's our goal, to help you with your money, with the right connections, how to handle the ladies, how to handle the laws or the policies, things like that. You're a perfect example. I don't know if I told you guys this. Andre and I are going to be doing a episode coming up next week on divorce in the United States versus international divorce. I didn't know this. I think I told you guys this. If Andrea leaves me I could sue her. I did not know that. If Andrea ups and leaves me, because Colombia is a fault country, you have to fit one of the criteria, like you did your wife wrong, or you got caught cheating, or you're abusive. You got to fall in one of the categories to get divorced in Colombia, men or women. If I decide to leave Andrea for no reason at all, Andrea can sue me and get everything, and I mean everything: house, car, money, everything. If I just up and just say I'm out. You can't do that here in Colombia. In the States, you can just be up, I'm out. Lori Harvey and Marjorie Harvey can sleep with whoever they want and still walk away with $200 million. You can't do that here in Colombia. I did not know. Andrea said that a person who leaves their spouse, the person can literally go to court and sue them. There's an easy form to fill out. And you go to court and you can sue them for everything that they have and keep everything that you got. So there's a lot of information that we want to share with you guys. Shout out to my man Ray in the building for the $5 cash app. Also, shout out to Marshall Williams once again for the $10. You already just gave $100, man. I appreciate that. Thank you for the $10 as well. And just in case you wonder if we give a lot, dude. Me and Andrea donates a lot. Like last night, I was mad about something. I was mad. I was mad. I was mad at Andrea. I was mad at her mom. I'm mad at everybody. I'm mad. So I'm walking. I go up for a walk, right? I'm not rumbling, man. Like, they can just see it in my face. Like, Andre, man. I go get a couple dollars, put it in my pocket. I'm just walking. I just got my ID and a couple dollars. It's like 50,000 pesos. I'm mad. I'm trying to calm down. I see a homeless Venezuelan dude. Now, most Venezuelans, it takes a long time to get over here to Cali, and most of them are on their way to Ecuador. And I took that $50,000. God put it on my heart to take that $50,000 and give it to this homeless dude. The look he gave me was like he won the lottery. I mean, his jaw dropped. You'd have thought I gave him a whole house. Like one of them you can't talk looks. He couldn't believe that somebody actually in the middle of the night walked up to him and didn't just give him a little bit of change, gave him 50,000. For any of you that have already been here, you know the largest bill is 100,000 pesos. Somebody gave this dude 50,000 in the middle of the night for no reason, gave him a dap and walked away. All the pressure of anger that I was feeling washed away instantly. I feel so good, so at peace for blessing somebody, because it reminds me of my favorite quote. This is my favorite quote of all time. A man complained about having no shoes until he met a man that had no feet. A man complained about having no shoes until he met a man that had no feet. Sometimes whatever it is that you upset about or disappointed about or perturbed about or whatever it is not as important when you meet a man that has no feet. That's a need. Man, that just made my night. It made his night. I walk in the house skipping, feeling good. That's the power of giving. There's a book that I've been reading, an audio book called Millionaire Mindset. And it's a book that's written by nothing but millionaires. One of the number one chapters in there is how you maintain being a millionaire. One of the things you do, all the other business things you do is cool, but giving is almost like a prerequisite to being rich. Yeah, you get tax breaks here and there, but the fact that you're giving is a prerequisite to being rich. And so me and Andrea are like, before we become mega rich, we are getting in the habit of doing what rich people do. And what do rich people do? They give. They say Leonardo DiCaprio gives to over No. That wasn't him. Jeff Bezos' ex-wife has given away half of her 40-something billion dollars. I think it's 40-something billion. She's given away 25 billion to over 1,000. It's like 2,500 foundations that she's only had the money for like 3 years. Half of it she's given away to over 1,200 organizations, dude. I just read the article a couple days ago. Leonardo DiCaprio, this dude is famous for giving away money. Prince. Man, Prince would give away money and people didn't even know it was Prince giving it to him. They didn't know it was Prince they would be on the phone with. Being a person of substance, you are always a giver. And that's why we give to the Children's Foundation. Without a doubt. Shout out to you guys that have given the day, and especially all you guys that have given the most important thing, which is your time. I appreciate you guys, man. I really do. Now when I say I love you, brothers, man. I really do. Shout out to my man Dapper in the building. Yeah, oh yeah. He said, I need, you can sue. Andrea told me that blew me away. We were sitting on the couch like 2 days ago talking. She said, you know, in here in Colombia, that if I were to leave you, you could sue me for everything. I was like, what? It's one thing to have a prenup. It's another thing to be in a country where it has fault laws where nobody can have, there's no such thing as a no fault. But if the person just ups and you can sue. That's crazy. That's crazy. You say, I really need to marry Colombia. Yes. Yeah, dude, when we got married, man, it was a whole list of things that they ran off. It wasn't like in the States, you love, honor, and obey. It was like, you can't do this. If you get caught doing this, do this, don't do that to her. Don't do this to the kids. I'm talking about if I become addicted to something, like if I become an alcoholic, divorce. If I become addicted to drugs, divorce. Abusive, divorce. A lot of the stuff is like regular stuff in the States, right? But the difference between the States and here, you have to prove that I'm addicted to something. She's got to prove that I hit her. Not like in the States where they could just go down to the police station and file some police report, which is a lie, and then sit back and say, well, I want a restraining order on him, and there's no proof of it. You can't do that here. Nope. So yeah, we got a whole video coming on divorce around the world. My favorite divorce story is the dude that divorced his wife. He knew she was gonna divorce him. Older white dude married this chick when she was young. And 4 years into the marriage, they took a vacation to DR. I think I told this story before. Took a vacation to DR. And during vacation, they had fun and went back home. 20 years later, she, just like in the States, no fault, woke up in the morning, I want a divorce, sign these papers. I'm going to get my attorney on it. Went and got her attorney on it. No big deal. Her attorney came back and told her, my favorite divorce story, came back and told her, ma'am, you cannot divorce your husband. She said, I live in the United States, no fault. I could divorce my man. He said, no, you can't divorce your husband. Why is that? Your husband divorced you 20 years ago when y'all went to DR. Dominican Republic is the only country or one of few countries in the world where you can literally divorce somebody legally and you ain't got to tell them. How about that story? In DR, a woman, your DR wife, can divorce you and ain't got to tell you a damn thing. She could have divorced you 3 years ago and y'all been married 10 years, so you thought. It's the only, I don't want to say only, but far as I know, country that you can actually do that. And whatever country that you're in at that time period, you have to follow that country's divorce laws. So if me and Andre in Italy and we decide to divorce, if we're both in Italy, we have to follow the laws of Italy, not the laws of Colombia. But Andre said, if you're Colombian, you gotta follow the laws of Colombia, no matter where you are in the world. But this is how it works as well. Whoever files, you follow the law of that country. So if, let's say, it don't work out with you and your girl, you are in Thailand, she's back in the States. If she files in the States on you, the laws say that the divorce decree is up under the laws of the United States, even though you still living in Thailand. But if you file first, the laws up under the auspices of Thailand, and she got to follow those laws, whatever Thailand laws are. Whoever files first, if you're living in separate countries, have to follow the law of the person that filed. So yeah, definitely, man. We're gonna have some fun doing that particular episode. Let me go back to these comments. Shout out to Black Nubia. Shout out to Theo. Man, they hitting you up, Theo. They are hitting you up. He say do good deeds. King of Israel. Yeah, that's for real. Gotta do them good deeds, man. You ain't never lied about that one. Mr. Crypto Traveler, shout out to you, man. He said, I'm flying out there in a few weeks. Nothing like been. A couple of guys are down here now, man. My man Will and Darnell are down here. I ain't got a chance to meet Darnell yet, man. Darnell is like the original dude that supported our channel. Like, man, Darnell was like our first cash. I think, if I'm not mistaken, Darnell was our first Cash App and our first Super Chat. That's how long he's been with us. He's a truck driver, and I finally get a chance to meet my brother, man. He's down here right now. He just got here yesterday. He said, I'm flying out there in a few weeks. Nothing like being stuck in the Matrix, knowing that you have your flight booked. I ain't mad at you, brother. Come on down. Theo says with $10 cash out. He said, during the pandemic, I gave $5,000 away monthly to various people for 18 months. Yeah, we were like that too. Shout out to you, Theo, man, for that. My salary increased because of that giving. My salary increased from $300,000 to $700,000. Giving lets you focus on what is valuable in life. Absolutely correct. I could easily say that a lot of the blessings that we get is because we're a giving couple. We gave away tons of money, tons of food during the pandemic, like Ace Live did. Ace said, he said, man, I'm watching y'all channel. He said, I'm looking at you and Andre give away food in Cali. He said, that's when I discovered, hey, I give away food in Bogota. Next thing you know, Ace got a truck load of food going through neighborhoods. And he's still been giving away to this day. Giving stuff in Venezuela to the Children's Cancer Foundation there in Venezuela. Things like that. Shout out to you, Theo. He said, wow, checkmate. I know, right? Shout out to you, Dapper. What did Denzel say in Training Day? He said this ish ain't check. It ain't checkers, it's chess. Absolutely correct. Absolutely correct. Shout out to all you guys. So we're gonna do once again before we go. In order to turn things around for you immediately in the States to where you can live the life that you deserve and you need. And I'm talking about instantly. First of all, as we mentioned, realize that you gotta come to a conclusion that you're not there yet. You're not there yet. I don't care how much money you have, you're not there yet. That's why I love billionaires, because billionaires are so hungry. You swear that they ain't got a dime. You swear Donald Trump and them ain't got no dime. You swear that my man with Virgin Mobiles, he ain't got no dime. He ain't got no money. You swear Elon Musk is broke. These dudes get up in the morning and work just as much as we do. You swear Steve Jobs didn't have a job and was looking for one. Them dudes be grinding. They treat life like they ain't there yet. Even though they can be worth 10, 50. Bill Gates ain't been with Microsoft on a regular basis forever. He's still getting up in the morning, going here, going there. You got your man Warren Buffett, what, 65 billion? He still treats life itself like he ain't made it there. Not on the economic scale, he's made it there. But there are other things in life that you want to accomplish. You ain't made it yet. So you dudes that's got a nice little nest egg, that's good, but you ain't made it yet. Until you're probably living in the country where you want to live in, you ain't made it yet. Until you find that special person that you want to have, you ain't made it yet. Until you lost that extra weight that you want to lose, you ain't made it yet. Until you learn a second or third language or get a second and third passport, you ain't made it yet. Stop treating your life like you already made it. That's number one. Number two, treat the United States like it's a corporation. We already talked about that. It's not a country. Stop that. The land mass, yes, it's a country. If you look on the map, that's the United States right there. The population of people, yes, it's the United States. The people make the United States. Yes, it does. But people that are looking at the United States that are doing amazing things and getting all the tax breaks, they treat the United States like it's a corporation. Why don't we? Next, sacrifices must be made. Sacrifices must be made. People, places, things, ideas need to be put on the altar. Whatever you thought about in Chicago, this is how we act in Chicago. You go into another country. Don't nobody know what Chicago is in many countries. This is how we act in St. Louis. Nobody really know what St. Louis is. If you tell somebody in Medellin, I'm from St. Louis, they're gonna be like, oh, okay, all right. And they're gonna be looking at you, what the hell is a St. Louis and where is it? Some of y'all can say, I'm from Oakland, baby. And they be looking at you like, oh, all right. You in Thailand. Don't nobody know what the hell Oakland is? You got to start sacrificing the ideas that were put in your head, like, this is my city, this is my block. All that is done, dog. Let that go. All the ideas do, I promise you, Theo can attest to this. When you leave the United States to live, the number one thing that you're going to be doing for the first 5 years is unlearning all the BS the United States taught you about other countries. Dude, I am so busy unlearning. It takes up the space sometime of learning stuff. Every time I turn around, I got to unlearn a lie that the United States told me about that country and those people and that food and that water and this and that. That medical field, their medication, all these lies. I'm like, oh my God, I'm spending half my time unlearning lies. Your first 5 years, you might as well have an eraser mate. Remember the pen that used to have an eraser on the back of it? You need an eraser mate, because half the stuff that the United States told us about other countries is a lie on top of a lie on top of another lie. And I'm not saying anything that's anti-American. I'm not talking like that. But what I'm saying is that there are things that you're going to discover that at the end of the day, you got lied to. During the consultations, I always tell dudes about stuff that's in the United States. They be like, that's already over here. They be like, what? Yeah, we got that here too. What? I didn't know Amazon delivered to. I didn't know they'd had their version of Costco's. I didn't know that. Oh, they've got their own version of IKEA. Oh, IKEA's in DR. I didn't know that. No. United States make it seem like we the only ones that got. If it was up to United States, they would make us feel like United States is the only place where you can get a dang toothbrush. You know, United States is the only country that's selling toothbrushes, dog. You better bring 10 of them with you. And you know, if you get 10 toothbrushes, you might as well bring 10 packs of toothpaste and some mouthwash, because the United States is the only country that got toothbrushes. That's how United States be having this program. As if only the United States is the only country where you can get a pen. I had to order my pens from Amazon from the United States because they don't sell pens around the world. Man, dude, so many lies, man. Goodness gracious. You just get tired of like, man, goodness. I'm spending most of my time unlearning lies. Lies about food, lies about health, lies about the people, lies about the country. Just lies on lies on lies. David says, oh yeah, we went to Dave already. Shout out to Dave. Theo says, he said, yeah, during the first 5 years or so, he said, you were moving so much American BS. My Japanese wife challenged me all the time, and she's normally wrong. I had to throw American propaganda away. Hey Theo, man, Andrea's number one line that she likes to use on me. This is Colombia. Andrea, well, baby, what about this? In America, baby, this is not America. This is Colombia. Well, in America, we would, Andre, again, baby, I love you. This is not America. This is Colombia. Until I had to realize she right. I'm spending all this time yapping about my country, and I'm not in the United States anymore. It's time for me to be on learner mode, not pretending like everything that the United States told me about another country is supposed to be. Man, I got so tired of man, boy. Joey's in the building once again. Shout out to Joey. Joey says, Dre, a whole lot of laws are in Congress right now that's about to change how American women, yeah, true. This is true, brother. I've been following that. Have been operating and banking on it, including governmental assistance. Dude, that's another reason why y'all men need to get out the States. Because once they get rid of Section 8, once they get rid of WIC, once they get rid of child support on the level that they're doing it, to where now they're talking about they got to get DNA tests and they can't just put kids on anybody. And once they're already slowly but surely getting rid of that no-fault divorce, bruh, the only place that they can run to is you. They gonna be coming. See, this gonna be the trickery. Y'all ready, Theo? You ready, Joey? Y'all ready, fellas? Here's the trickery. All of a sudden, y'all gonna start noticing y'all getting hot plates. Y'all gonna start noticing y'all women bringing y'all glasses of water. You're gonna start seeing more married men getting coochie on a regular basis. Oh, and then y'all gonna fall for it. See, American women have changed. They're better now. They're becoming more traditional. Nah, bruh. They are changing because they're sitting back and they're like, listen, I ain't paying all these bills by myself. How many times have you guys lately watched, go on TikTok, and all you gotta do is pull up women that don't want to be independent women anymore. I don't want to pay. It's all over TikTok. I don't want to pay the bills by myself. I don't want to die by myself. I don't want to take care of the kids by myself no more. They saying that because all the government assistance is going away. Not because they want you. Don't be a fool. Just because she made you a hot plate, that don't mean nothing. She's still fat as... She's still out of shape. She still got that masculine mindset. She still ain't gonna be cleaning up the house. She's still going to the grocery store with that bonnet and them flip-flops on and the pajamas on. She ain't changing that. So just because she brought you a plate, because she know she need a man in the house now, and it's hard to get a man. See, here in South America, ain't no wick. These women are already used to getting it from the dirt. They already know how to treat a man. American women, it's gonna be a whole new dance, and they gonna be treating you all sweet and all nice, but they ain't going to the gym. They ain't going to the gym for you. They going to the gym so they can look good to hustle you. The few that do go to the gym. He said, but it's too late. Cause I've been he said, cause I've been done. I'm already out. Yep. Watch what happens. You dudes gonna be getting hot plates, all the good sex. All of a sudden, black women gonna be giving fire head like they Asian and white women. You think when black women was giving you head before? Wait till food stamps go away. You're gonna be getting fire head, anything to keep you in the house, especially in the winter when they need somebody to help pay them winter bills. and help, especially in the fall when it's time to help pay for school clothes for their kids. They need stepdaddies galore in the United States. I said it, stepdaddies are in demand. Yeah, y'all dudes go ahead. Y'all think black women have changed. They're coming together. We're working as one. Go ahead. There's black women out here. And they ain't pretending. This is how they was raised. United States black women, they gonna pretend like they want to be down for you, just so you can go ahead and pay them electric bills. Just so you can go ahead and help them pay off their trailer. Oh, you think ain't no black women living in trailer parks? Okay. Alimony laws in Florida, yep. They up against the rope like a bad boxer. I'm telling you. Yep. Shout out to Theo. What say child support laws in Memphis are against the ropes. Man, I'm telling you, man, they're gonna be the sweetest women. Wait till like not this winter, but like next winter, man, they gonna be so sweet, so nice to y'all. They talking greasy now, but once all these laws change, yep, the abortion laws, all against the rope. Preach, fellas. Shout out to Mike in the building. He said they go straight to prostitution. Yep. That's it. It's already on the uprise right now in the States. These women that go on TikTok and Instagram right now and on YouTube right now will tell you, here's my price. Come on through. Literally. But here's the part. The pay for play in the United States is going to be so trashy compared to you paying pay for play in Brazil, compared to paying pay for play in Thailand, Colombia, Panama, Costa Rica, Mexico, even in Southeast Asia. It's going to be way better outside the States. Then you got some big chick talk about some, I'll give you head for I'll give you some head for some money to get some school clothes for these kids. Man, they're gonna be coming to y'all like for sugar daddies. But here's the kicker. If you ain't got no plan for your life, you're gonna fall for it. You're gonna fall for it. If you don't make a plan for your life, life will make a plan for you. I'll say this again. If you don't make a plan for your life, don't worry. Life will make a plan for you. And it may not be the plan that you want. He said, but they still shouting Hebrews at the Bojagos. I don't know what that is. Oh, bodegas. My bad. Bodegas. Facts. Facts. Oh man. Yeah, Theo. Oh, Theo asking Davis asking for contact information. I'm outside. I like that name. That's a good one, man. That's a real good one. Yeah, as long as y'all don't take away my new title, Andre the Passport Panther, we good. We good. I better not see now one YouTuber talking about the Passport Panther, because I'm going on everybody's live stream like, yes, my name is Andre the Passport Panther. What? Yes, I'm the Passport Panther. The Passport Panther's in the live stream. He said, your baby mama F me better when the rent due. Future facts. That is facts, brother. I forgot about that line of Futures. I haven't listened to so much. There's so much hip hop I haven't had the chance to come across, but I've heard that line from Future. David says, "Don't take the bait. Don't take it, man. I know it's winter, and I know it's hard to come up on some coochie because it's snowing outside, bruh. Leave them no good chicks alone. It's wintertime. That means you need to be focusing on what you need to focus on. So when summertime and spring hit, you could come down to Colombia next year for the Afro-Colombian Festival. But for all you dudes that's sitting up there trying to impress them big chicks in the States, man, please, you ain't coming down here next year." Bobby 55 says, he said, "I won't be here long enough to witness it. I'm out." I ain't mad at you, Bobby. I ain't mad at you. Oh man, he said only friends. He said only the only friends. Oh, only friends about to make their money, boy. Only friends going public messing with these women. Goodness gracious. He said, Lord Love Smith says this. I like that name too. It will take the act of God for me to trust an American black woman. I ain't mad at you. And we love them. Ladies, just want to put it out there. We really do love you. We think, hey, you brought us to life. We appreciate all that you do for us and have done for us. But we don't want you. I can love you. I can appreciate you, but I ain't got to want you. I can want sisters from other countries. Brothers can want sisters from other countries. We can still love you from afar. We can give you the Barbie wave. All that, but we'll love you from afar. Just because I love you doesn't mean I have to want you. It's night and day. Even in the mid here, he said the mid here in 20s in Mexico. Yeah, in 25 in Mexico. Yeah, it's absolutely correct, man. It's just so different, so different. Congress is chasing what the baby boomers. Good point. Congress is changing what the baby boomers put in place with the new digital system in place and money, the new money that's coming out. It's going to produce Gen Xers. True. Gen Xers aren't taking the wealth loss risk anymore. True. It's kind of funny that you mentioned the baby boomers and the Gen Xers. I came across a headline which is called that right now America is in the silent Great Depression. I think they call it the silent depression or the silent depression. I didn't know this. They broke down the stats of the average household in the United States prior to the Great Depression. The average household in the United States. Now, y'all can sit back and say, well, some were farmers or black people wasn't living like that. I understand. But the average household in the United States, if you move it forward to today, was $85,000 a year before the Great Depression. The average household in the United States right now, $56,000 a year. People made more money in the 20s during the time period before the Great Depression and actually during the Great Depression than Americans right now during the silent depression. They also made the stat of gas prices were, something cents, like 30 something cents, 40 something cents during the time period of the Great Depression. And of course, it wasn't that many cars out there also. But, gas prices right now are, in many cases, $4.35, $3.55 in many places. Yeah, they call it right now what we're living in is the silent depression in the United States. Meaning that people in the Great Depression lived better than people right now live. That's crazy. Yeah, outside as a fool. I know that was funny, man. I ain't mad at him. West Side Ninja says, behold, rise, repent in the BBW community. Dude, hey, I can have them big girls. Man, America is the only country that they only had this in all of South America. I've never heard of this. America literally has clubs dedicated to dudes that like big chicks, where there are actually big chick. Don't act like I'm the only one, or Florida is the only state that got clubs with nothing but big chicks go, and dudes that love big chicks go there. There are BBW clubs in the United States, nightclubs. If you are a sexy, attractive woman that's been in the gym and take care of your health, you are not allowed in those clubs. But if you are a big girl, and if you're a big girl lover, all throughout the United States. How many countries? I've been to a lot of countries. I ain't never been to a country that's dedicated to big chick, that got clubs dedicated to big girls. Only the States, because they know that you ain't got no plan for your life. And so therefore you're going to be there, and some of y'all going to be retired, and I'm going to see you in 10 years. You're going to be dragging her 2 kids along, a dog, maybe 2 dogs, a cat, walking through the mall, and you're going to be looking depressed, and she going to be big as twice your size. looking like she should have been blocking for Barry Sanders, looking like she in an NFL Hall of Fame as an offensive lineman. She big as Larry Allen, who used to play for Dallas Cowboys. That's who you're going to be with in 10 years because you did not make a plan for your life, so life made a plan for you. Keep on playing. Life is not stupid. Lord Lovesmith said, he said, love black women. He said so much that I avoid her. At every turn. Man, y'all swear y'all stupid, man. I swear y'all stupid. Hey, this is not Friday night drinking hand, man. Y'all need to be saving some of these jokes for Friday. Oh my goodness. Shout out to you again, Theo. Once again, he says, Western women say that they don't have money. Passport bros say that they don't have money. Passport bros should replay the videos of their Colombian and Brazilian wives, happy, supportive, loved, cherished, and once again, did I miss happy? Theo's correct, man. Nobody ever shows the happy passport bro videos. The happy blue book gentleman, the happy passport king. They never show us when we're happy. It's only us. And if we don't put the video out there, females will never put our positive videos out there. The simp dude that's on YouTube, they'll never put those videos. You will never see a positive YouTube video on Lapeef Network, ever. Ever. You will never see a positive passport bro video on Abba and Preach. Ever. You will never see a positive passport bro video on Fresh and Fit. Ever, ever, ever. They'll talk about us. Oh, yes, they will. They'll get lives off of us. They'll get super chats off of us. They'll sit back and criticize us. But when it comes to showing the positive side of people finding real love or starting real businesses, learning real languages, relating to people and traveling, we got to go to Instagram and drop our own stuff on Instagram, TikTok, Facebook, Rumble, on all these platforms. Because if we don't put ours out there, these people will never put us out there. Never. You will never see a positive, once again, on the Lapeef Network. Ever. You'll never see that on Ace. Ace, what's that? The guy, not Ace Live, but it's the other dude named Ace. Ace Metaphor. You will never see Derek Jackson. You can forget that. Even my man Alpha Male Strategies will never do a positive relationship reaction video on Passport Bros or Blue Book Gentlemen. Oh, he'll talk about I agree with the Passport Bros, but you will never see him bring us up on his channel and talk about the loving relationships that we accomplished without having a dating coach. Sprinkle, sprinkle. Sprinkle that. You know what's mean? We got something to sprinkle on you. You want something to sprinkle? You want us to sprinkle something on you? We men. We was born with something to sprinkle on you. You want to talk sprinkling? Oh, girl, you do not want to talk sprinkle to men. We are the original sprinklers. We will sprinkle all over you, girl. Don't play with us. Sprinkle. Okay. You want to play with us? Okay. We original sprinkles. Girl, your eyelashes, your face, your lips, I have all type of sprinkle on to mess with us. You better leave us alone. Sprinkle. $5.25 a galley. Woo! Goodness, Tevin. Man, for $5.25, man, I'll buy me a case of beer and I get to walking. By the time I got to my case, I done sweated out all that beer and I'd have made it to my destination. Oh, that was funny right there. He said the Black Swan. Oh, we're going to see Black Swan this Wednesday, this up and coming Wednesday. The Black Swan is puckering up and it's going to be bad. It's going to be bad, y'all. It's going to be bad. Yeah, we're going to see the ballet, our first ballet here in Colombia. We're going this Wednesday. We got our tickets front row for the ballet to see the Black Swan. Shout out to the Black Swan ballet here. Man, goodness gracious. Y'all paying some gas prices. Shout out to Quiet Storm in the building. John Madden built. Hey, you gonna leave my coach alone, bro? John Madden built. They built like the Kingpin on Miles Morales Spider-Man. You know, the Kingpin got the big shoulders. That's how them chicks in the States built for y'all, man. Looking like the Miles Morales Kingpin on Into the Spider-Verse 1. Man, hey, that's y'all women. Y'all want to stay there? Some of y'all about to go to bed and lay down right next to one. She taking up, anytime you laying next to a woman and she take up 2/5 of the bed. Come on, man. Come on. You got to get your life together. If your woman takes up 2/5 of the bed, she taking up 4/5 of the bed. She taking up 4/5 of the blanket. Anytime you lay in the bed next to a woman and it's winter time, and the only time you keep it warm, you can cut the heat off in the house, because that heat that's coming off her body, she keep that bed so hot, you ain't got to get from under the covers. She like you dating furnaces. Anytime you dating a woman that looks like she got a thermometer on her back, a thermostat on her back. Come on, fellas. We got to do better than this. We got to do better than this, fellas. Jay Fleming says, yeah, they're pretty silent when I made that montage of all the passport bros with the beautiful women. Yeah, that was a nice montage that you did a few months back. I really like that, brother. That was really nice. Yeah, they were quiet then. They ain't had nothing to say, Jay. Yeah, Ace metaphor tonight. You'll never see. Never. Ace has made millions. He's made millions like Derek Jackson off of telling women what they want. I ain't mad at you. Like, remember what I said? Treat the United States like a corporation. I am not mad at you, Ace metaphor. I'm not mad at you, Derek Jackson. I'm not mad at you, Steve Harvey. Get your money, baby. It's not a country anyway. It's a corporation. You started the business. You got your paper. I ain't hating on you. I'm just telling you that I ain't stupid. That's all men are saying. Bruh, we understand you getting your paper, but don't act like men are stupid. We know women stupid. That's how you got your paper. We know the women are stupid. That's how you got the paper. If you ever watch one of Ace Metaphor's lives, ain't none but big chicks in that audience. That's the dude. I don't know if they giving out snacks during Ace Metaphor lives. I don't know if they giving out Coca-Cola refills. I don't know if they giving out Dunkin' Donuts for free. But Ace Metaphor lives ain't got none but big chicks up in that audience. Manless big chicks looking for stepfathers. They looking for you. They pointing at you like that Uncle Sam sign. I'm telling you, fellas, man. Yeah. That's serious. They don't want women that's like feminine, like Crimson Cure, the Nika Marie. They don't want women like Chantel Simone. Oh, they don't want that. They want you to have big chicks. He said, what's your Rich? What's up in the building? Hope you're having a great night, brother. He said, what up, Andre? He said, it's time to check out from the Mack truck. Shout out to the Mack truck drivers in the building. Mack truck built women. For real. For real. And then this is the funny part. Hey, check it out, Rich. You got these big Mack truck built women, many of them driving Mack trucks. But then a couple of them want to come on TikTok and YouTube because they're attractive, but they want us to think that all female truck drivers are attractive like that. Girl, just because a couple of y'all done came on YouTube and y'all cute, don't mean that we dumb enough as men to think that all female truck drivers built like that. It's like 3% of female truck drivers look decent, and the rest of them, we ain't dumb. They driving Mack trucks and built like Mack trucks. We ain't stupid. Shout out to you, brothers. An auditorium. I already said to you guys, this is not Friday night drink in hand. We need to bring these jokes on Fridays when we got a drink in our hand. He said an auditorium full of wide backs, shoulder to shoulder. Shoulder to shoulder. All of them got shoulders like Kingpin. I'm telling you, man, all of them got them Kingpin Spider-Man shoulders. Goodness gracious. Just shoulder to shoulder. H metaphor. How come I ain't got no man? How come he ain't left his wife yet? And he can't tell him the truth. He can't sit back and say, sir, because they're built like sirs. Sir, the reason why your man is not leaving, your boyfriend is not leaving his wife, because he's not leaving his wife for a person that's built like another man. Goodness gracious. You can't, it's so sad in the States, you can't even smash a big chick no more. Because big chicks talk now. Remember back in the day, you could smash a big chick, she wasn't telling nobody. The only way somebody's gonna find out that you smashed her is years later and you opened your mouth. But she ain't told nobody nothing. Now, big chicks telling everything. I done had him, his boy, his daddy came through, uncles, co-worker. I done smashed about 4 of his co-workers. Big chicks telling on everybody. Y'all keep on telling. See, y'all got the new generation big chicks. I come from the old school big chicks that didn't say nothing. She don't tell. I won't tell. Orca was a great big whale. I come from that era, the nice and smooth era. Sometimes I rhyme slow, sometimes I rhyme quick. I come from that era. Y'all new dudes with these new big chicks that's sitting next to y'all built like furnaces, hot as furnaces, smelling like gas furnaces. Anytime she got perspiration up under her left breast cheek, dude, come on, dog. Come on. Anytime she got to take a whole towel and wipe up under there and the towel is soaking wet, come on, bruh. You can do better in life. I like big chicks. Ain't nothing wrong with that. At least, look, okay. How many of y'all brothers have been to South America and seen some of the finest big chicks you have ever seen in your life? I'm talking about thick thighs, but they waist be small compared to their thighs and their butt. They got these big horse thighs, big calves, the prettiest face you ever saw. Long hair going down their back, blowing, or a big, beautiful afro. And they thick, and they waistline is well. And if they stand sideways, even though they're a big chick, their stomach is still flat. How many of y'all have been down here to South America to see how fine these big chicks are? Compared to the women in the United States that's big chicks, and most of them, they bigger in the front than they are in the back. Look like they 40 beers deep. Look like you need to tell your woman she needs to stop drinking Pabst Blue Ribbon. She need to stop mixing her Pabst Blue Ribbon with Royal Crown. Front butts. That's a good one. I ain't heard that one yet. The front butts. Some of the finest big chicks that you ever find. Dude, I have seen some of the most gorgeous women that were curvaceous, because I don't want to call these women down here big chicks, curvaceous. I mean, it'd be like, instead of having a small waist like this, they'll have a waist like that, yeah. But it flares out just right, like you like. It just works with their body. Breasts be like bam, and then the best breasts be like bam, big chick breasts, right? And then the waist just go bam, and then the thighs just come out. And I'm talking about the prettiest face you ever saw. If I was into big chicks, if I wasn't, settled down and happy, if I was into big girls, I swear, I would not dare touch a big girl in the United States. I would be over in South America, get my big girl groove on. These are some of the most gorgeous women in South America I have ever seen, and they are big girls. And they don't walk around like I miss Diva and I miss all that, but they don't walk around like they're insecure. He said gut bigger than they butt. Yep. Gut bigger than they butt. Yep. Bruh. They from the movies. Yeah, man. Yeah. He said I smashed a let me see, a Dilliman before. A D lineman. I got it. He said I smashed a D lineman before. But watch her walk out of the bathroom in her underwear made me change my life forever. Dr. Robotic built dude. You know how you smash some big chicks and you in the States and you tell yourself maybe I could do this, but when you see her with no clothes on, you be like, I ain't gonna never do this again. This is not gonna happen. Have you ever smashed a big chick and you was like, I might as well go ahead and get it over with. I'm here now. You smash her, you guarantee anytime you smash some big chicks, you guarantee that you got to cut the lights off to use your imagination. Come on, man. We worth more than that, man. For real, I can't breathe. No, you can't get on top. No, don't ask me to get on top again. Don't ask me to get on top again. He said, Shorty said that he smashed like a silverback. Yeah, for real. Anytime her grip is stronger than your grip, no, man, y'all can have that. He said, I can't go for anything above my own waist. Bobby said, never again. Never again. I ain't mad at you, man. Seriously. We all have made that mistake. Like, let me go and see if I can, you go for your inner, you young, you going for diversity. I done smashed this girl, I done smashed this type of girl. Let me go ahead and get a big chick a chance. I'm drunk. Let me get a big chick a chance. Man, you smash her and you get to either cut the lights on, like my man said, she walking to the bathroom and you ain't seeing nothing but shoulders hitting the doorway. You like, what was I thinking? All of a sudden, your buzz is gone. Your drunk is gone. If you smoke weed, your high gone. You start to become rational like you a guru on top of the mountain. You're like, what was I thinking? I shall not do this again. He said, don't let her get on top. Might fracture you. For real. You can't even thrust from the bottom. Your pelvis bone. And a couple of ribs, for real. You dating somebody, you in bed with somebody with a voice deeper than yours. She breathing harder than you. And don't let no big chick be talking about something. Oh, daddy, get it. You like, I do not want her comfortable with this. This the only time you want a chick to be quiet during intimacy. I don't want to hear her moan. I just want to get this over with because this mistake should only happen once in my life. I don't need her to be making no sounds that skinny women make. I don't need her to be making no languages that I be looking for a attractive, sexy woman from the gym to make. Don't be talking about some daddy to me. No, don't, no. You be like, don't moan. Don't make that moan that only slim chicks should be making. Don't be giving me head talk about, it's good. No. Them the conversations I want pretty women to make. I need for myself to just do this because I'm having. Have you ever been with a big girl and halfway through you realize that you having charity sex? It's like you can write this sex off on your on your taxes as a donation. That's charity sex, dude. You like, you know what? I ain't even supposed to be here. Half the sex you talking to yourself. You ever have sex with somebody you talking to yourself? You got a leg up, you just talking to yourself. Man, see, come on. Here, man. I shouldn't even be up in here, man. See, what was I thinking? Man, I'm so stupid, man. Man, I gotta get my life together, man. I shouldn't be living in this woman's house. I should not be living here, man. And see, and now she got me cooking her pork chops. See, I need to stop, man. Get my life together. You know what? I need to call on the man above. There is no way in the world. What do you mean grab the other leg? See, this is that old bull. This that old bull. I'm tired, man. And I'm sleepy. I got to go to work in the morning. She got me working 2 jobs. If I'm going to stay here, I got to work 2 jobs. And why is her kids still awake? Why are her kids still awake? The kids still up there and they're playing PlayStation and all type of video games. I'm sitting up here. I got her ankle. Not the skinny girl ankles. Don't play with me. Don't play with me. You've been grabbing these ankles. Come on. You got your big girl ankles. Sitting up there trying to talk yourself into a better life. See, tomorrow I'm going to go ahead and make something of myself. You know what? Andre loved crossing borders. He was right. He was right. He called me. He called me on my BS. He right. Ooh, baby, it's good. Ooh, you are the best, my queen. Y'all sit up there calling big girls queens when they the elephant that the queen rode on. You all like this. And she like, get it, daddy. Oh, you the best, daddy. Ain't nobody like you, daddy. And you all like this. If I only had my life together, if I only had a passport, if I only stopped treating my life like I'm already there, if I only condensed my time, if I only made the sacrifices like Andre was talking about and all the other brothers doing, if I only reached out to Theo, I have me a better life. Now I'm sitting up here smashing a chick that smell like an NFL football locker room or smell like junior high school locker room. Because you know in junior high school, boys are just going into puberty, and so they don't know yet to wear deodorant. Some of them do, some of them don't. And so now they and they stinky, but they don't smell it. That's what you have. That's the scent that you smell it. Funk that don't even know that it's funk yet. Y'all need y'all. I swear. Yep. She got the cankles. He said, I mean, really? If you like big girls, it's all gravy. Enjoy your big girls. Hey, if you enjoy big cankles, like my boy said, like Quiet Storm said, hey, have at it. Go ahead, have at it. Get the Kung Fu grip. Have at it with your big girl. I ain't mad at you. Do what you're gonna do. But don't go on YouTube complaining about the life that the rest of us are having or about to have. That's all we say. Don't be Ace Metaphor, big girl lover. Don't be going on YouTube criticizing what about the passport bros? What about the blue book gentlemen? What about the passport kings? We ain't got nothing to do with y'all. Y'all can stop talking to us or talking about us. Y'all go after the cameras go off. Y'all still gonna go and y'all gonna be dating them big ass furnaces, them women with big backs, and some of us been in the gym for 20 years and our back is not as big as some of them women that's been eating biscuits for 20 years. Y'all crazy. He said, holding them legs be a whole shoulder workout for real. Your shoulders all tight the next morning, elbows all tender. And she talking about, let's do it again. Girl, what's with your voice? Well, I always talk like this. Y'all sitting up there sleeping with them women. They sound like James Earl Jones. Come on now. Sound that voice all deep like Paul Robeson. For all you dudes that ever heard Paul Robeson speak, you know how deep. She sound like Barry White. She's sitting with this sounding like Lou Rawls. If I would, I coulda, shoulda. That's what most people say. If I would, I coulda, shoulda. Old Lou Rawls, voice that deep. Man, please. And she forcing you to walk through the mall with her holding hands, or she gonna put you out in the cold. You just waiting for winter to come to an end so you can get you a real life. Beef. That's what's for dinner. For real. I don't see how y'all do it, but I'm up out of here, guys. I'm up out of here. I appreciate all that you guys have come to the live stream, supported us, support the Children's Cancer Foundation, and the information that we've given to you. Like I said, this week we're going to be doing a video on divorce, the difference between United States and other countries. For some of you guys that kind of like, you know, I want to get married, but what's the laws around the world? So we're going to talk about things like that. And we're also going to talk about bank accounts again. I found some international bank accounts that you can open online and apply them around the world. So I found 8 of them. So we're going to be talking about that this week as well. Like I said, the rest of the year is dedicated to the how to accomplish the goals that you want to accomplish for yourself and for your loved ones. Shout out to Black Nubia. Hey, I'm just telling the truth, bro. He said when her butt cheeks call you like the abyss. And she got hair on her breasts. Have a great week, everyone. Be safe. Yes, guys, get that money. Treat it like a corporation. Get your money. Get your tax break. Peace. I'm out of here, too. Once again, this is Andre from Andre and Andre's Love Crossing Borders. I think I got everybody in the Cash App. So, yes, I did. Shout out to Theo. Make sure you guys reach out to Theo. I'm telling you now. I'll put Theo's information out here one more again. Email Theo if you're interested. And if you didn't get a chance to watch the live stream last week, this is the only time you will ever hear me say that I would recommend that you watch the whole 4 hours, even if you break it down into 1 hour increments. Because Theo, the information that he shared, man, was so vital. Such good information. So all you guys that don't have Theo's email address, make sure you email him at Theo Waf, which is WAF, at gmail.com. And he'll get back with you. Like I said, over 100 people just from the live stream Friday, over 100 people have reached out to Theo already. And he's already told me personally, and we talked about it last week. He said that after the Black Manosphere Conclave in Atlanta with Obsidian and all the other brothers, lead attorney and all those, and culture clinician and all those other brothers that's going to be there speaking, he shut it down. There is no showing up on people's live streams all the time. He's going to be slowing down a lot of things because he's going to be focusing on all the students that are coming through, and you want to be one of them. So make sure you email him. I'm out of here, guys. Once again, it's Andre and Andre. Love Crossing Borders. You guys have a great night.